terrified. Looking for somewhere to hide. The wolf is at your door. Can you hear him roar? Maybe I'm the monster.
Touching on me, I'm getting so good. Go write that check, cause I'm getting too much confidence on that heavyweight flex. I've been earning and working, everybody want this. I'm untouchable, stacked up, Greek God. I got that thunder and lightning, energy rush. I've been winning and winning since the day I was made. Makes you wanna be like me. I'm always on top of the game. And never gonna touch second place. Nah, never. I'm always on top of the game. You know that I win, that I win, that I win, that I win. I was born to be bad, to go 100%. Cause all I do is win, and win, and win, and win. You already know. I got the world in my hands. I'm like a perfect diamond, I'm red. Cause all I do is win, and win, and win, and win. You already know.
这 TCG 动巴龙的时间点决定有察觉到，但这个时间来得及吗？拉瓦是可以走进来的，第二个选择回头去反开，但这个 Q 没中。巴龙，拉瓦想进去，主女是有闪的，但是被塔后给顶走了。这个 Q3 又拉到两个人，卡场力非常顶，拉瓦想进去拼重击，被他给偷到了。哇，他这一波帮决定续命了。
对，这个偷非常关键。
哦，吃完这波6等。看要不要来抓，雷欧娜不在，知道雷欧娜刚回补，先开大绝甩大，但是被风闪现一个躲掉，回头带电，拉玛这个位置非常尴尬，拉玛是没闪的，拉玛可能要被电死了，再一个穿透伤害，反而是风1打3拿了一个击杀，这个时间他就已经在点对方了，他已经往前开大了，
看到猪女他就直接往前开大，然后这个反应也非常非常好，
对，哦，因为杰汀出手的时候其实也知道杰利是1上来的，所以知道杰利要躲只能交闪现，但风就是已经都想好了。他可能还是会很瘦，但是你不能让对方的上路也这么肥哦。冲出来的罐罐先把挖口定在墙上，然后挖口有进攻往后走，往后再顶对方 AOE 伤害非常高，但是一剑插进来一次推3个人，先把陈留给定住，往后再滑，但杰里已经没有输出环境，又吃了一发，拿的石头，挖口后来拿了一个 double kill 之后，酷吉也拿到一个击杀，野区的碰撞 ，FAK 零滑子，
哇，一剑这个
空中翻，
而且他技能是接好接满。
J team needs to do something about the Baron sooner rather than later because
2 minutes until
Soul's coming up. Yeah,
2 minutes until Soul. And it's actually West Point are going aggressive. They find everything onto Enzo, but Enzo's still staying alive. The Redemption keeping up for just that bit longer. And it's Lil V trying to find the damage. 116, TT, they're the 280 carries. That can do it. Charles going to be taken out. It's a collat. TT finds 2, and in comes Lakai with the teleport from behind. 116 is alive. He's half HP. Well, there's no support for him as TT's going to find him. That's a triple with Lava, as well as TT, who sprints over that wall, looking for Kongyue. Root connects, and out of nowhere, I'll be damned, it's going to be J-Team with the Quadra, the Ace, and now the Baron. Can't even see the Baron health. 7,000 it's at. TCG aren't willing to risk it again. They just go forward. Glacial Prison is in a nice position. It's going to stop any follow-up for the time being. But 665 finds 3! What a perfect engage. Chris Carter's going crazy. Taco's going crazy here. 1, 2, 3. Lakai's trying to do something, but he won't do anything. Almost gets some kills, but none to be found. And it's a 5-0 clean ace as DCG will secure the win in this series.
Yeah, we said this would be a hard game to find an impactful Diana ult, but not for 665. He has been finding incredible ultis against mobile carries all game and just won his team the game outright there.
旅客陈志明，华航直飞西雅图的班机即将准备登机。
旅客何淑慧，华航直飞西雅图的班机即将准备登机。
China Airlines passenger Michael Chen, your direct flight to Seattle is now ready for boarding.
华航直飞西雅图，7月14正式起航。
好想吃花雕鸡面哦，可是还在加班。
阿嬷，加班也能来碗酒香补一补哦。
就是这味道，
这碗花雕鸡面帮你补身又补心，
好满足哦。
还有麻油鸡面，赶走你疲累的寒意。要不要再来碗花雕酸菜牛肉面？暖心酒香的丰盛美味，台酒酒香经典系列。
难得皇上莅临蒙古，臣等备好贡品向皇上进献。
好想吃哦！
特此献上，此为酒香蒙古锅牛肉面，
就是这味道。
浓郁的汤头为牛臀骨风味，还有孜然香，淋上五加皮料理酒，更有层次。这真是宫廷御膳顶级享受。
台酒御膳堂酒香蒙古锅牛肉面。
在 TCG 动巴龙的时间点，决定有察觉到，但这个时间来得及吗？拉瓦是可以走进来的，六六选择回头去反开，但这个 Q 没中。巴龙，拉瓦想进去，主女是有闪的，但是被塔口给顶走了。这个 Q3 又拉到2个人，卡伤力非常顶，拉瓦想进去拼重击，被他给偷到了。哇，他这一波帮决定续命了。
对，这个偷非常关键。
哦，吃完这波6等。看要不要来抓，雷欧娜不在，知道雷欧娜刚回补，先开大绝甩大，但是被风闪现一个躲掉，回头带电，拉玛这个位置非常尴尬，拉玛是没闪的，拉玛可能要被电死了，再一个穿透伤害，反而是风1打3拿了一个击杀，这个时间他就已经在点对方了，他已经往前开大了，
看到猪女他就直接往前开大，然后这个反应也非常非常好，
对，哦，因为杰汀出手的时候其实也知道杰利是1上来的，所以知道杰利要躲只能交闪现，但风就是已经都想好了。他可能还是会很瘦，但是你不能让对方的上路也这么肥哦。冲出来的罐罐先把挖口钉在墙上，然后哇，挖口有进攻往后走，往后再顶，对方 AOE 伤害非常高，但是一剑插进来，一次推3个人，先把陈九给定住，往后再滑，但杰里已经没有速度滑面，又吃了一发，拿的石头，挖口后排拿了一个 double kill， 这酷技也拿到一个击杀，野区的碰撞 ，FAK 零缓4，
哇，一剑这个
空中翻，
而且他技能是接好接满。
J team needs to do something about the Baron sooner rather than later because
2 minutes until
Soul's coming up. Yeah,
2 minutes until Soul. And It's actually West Point are going aggressive. They find everything onto Enzo, but Enzo's still staying alive. The Redemption keeping up for just that bit longer. And it's Lilby trying to find the damage. 116, TT, they're the 280 carries. That can do it. Charles going to be taken out at the collat. TT finds two, and in comes Lakai with the teleport from behind. 116 is alive. He's half HP, but there's no support for him as TT's going to find him. That's a triple with Lava, as well as TT, who sprints over that wall, looking for Konue. Root connects, and out of nowhere, I'll be damned, it's going to be JT with the Quadra, the Ace, and now the Baron. Can't even see the Baron health. 7,000 it's at. TCG aren't wanting to risk it again. They just go forward. Glacial Prison is in a nice position. It's going to stop any follow-up for the time being. But 665 finds three! What a perfect engage. Chris Carter's going crazy. Taco's going crazy here. 1, 2, 3. Lakai's trying to do something, but he won't do anything. Almost gets some kills, but none to be found. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the PCS. And what a long 2 weeks it's been without any action here. And of course, the PCS. Once again, it will be brought to you by Carry International, Riot Games, and of course, our sponsor, China Airlines, who very shortly, next week, in fact, are launching flights from Taiwan straight to, where is it? Seattle. Seattle it is. And you can find those flights. Yeah. Airbus A350-900, I believe. You can find those, of course, on the Air China website. Great value tickets, so please do look out for those ones. And our new sponsor, or returning sponsor perhaps, is TTL brand noodles. And they have a nice upgraded twist on the classic Chinese beef and chicken flavors with their ramen. And of course, you can find those also on the TTL brand website. So do purchase those and have them delivered straight to your home. Now, I will be your host once again, Vestian. And alongside me, it is Lo.
Yeah, we are back finally after a couple weeks off. We had a week off so everyone could watch the tournament. I can't remember the Esports Cup.
Yeah, Esports World Championship.
Yeah, SKT just managed to win another tournament for themselves. Somehow they always show up. But we are back now with a strange day to start the week, right? We've already played one game of this series that we've got coming up first.
Week 4, day 1, here we are.
Yeah.
Except we're in week 6 now, so yeah, a bit of a prolonged week 4, day 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, West Point versus Halp. No, West Point versus J-Team.
Yeah,
West Point being up 1-0.
I think on that week, you were one of the very few people who actually had West Point winning the series, and they looked fantastic in game 1. So we'll see how J-Team are able to bounce back.
Yeah, and of course, that is our first game of the series. We're already 1-0 up for West Point. Pretty dominant. It was quite back and forward in their game, if you cast your mind back. It was West Point quite dominant at the start.
And then they threw
throws, J-Team, and then there was one team fight.
There's a Chi-Chi quadra kill in there.
Yeah, and then there was one team fight where Aziri ended up in a really bad position, flashed away into an even worse position, got one shot, and that was the end of the game. Of course, on your screen now are today's matches, as we were just talking about, match number 1, J-Team West Point. But the big one, this is for all the marbles.
Yeah, I love how this is played out, too. This game got delayed because of technical issues on week 4.
That's
and
right.
now these two teams are both uncontested, first place, exact same score.
Yeah, exact same win-loss, exact same, 0 series loss. Both have lost exactly 1 game in the series.
Yeah.
Both to Frank.
Yeah.
And now they're going up against each other in game number 2. There will not be, of course, a 1v1 for our first game of the night because they did it 2 weeks ago. And
it'll
so
be J-Team picking
it will
the
be
side,
J-Team
right?
picking the side because they did lose game number 1 of that series. So we'll have to see sort of how that progresses. But taking a look at the last patch, 100% pick ban for all of these champs by the looks of things.
Yeah.
All sitting at 20.
Rumble most deserved in my eyes. This champion is unreasonable. Versus the Skarner, where people will leave the Skarner up and find a salvageable matchup. The Rumble has no bad matchups, it seems like, and he just outscales everything in the top lane.
Yeah, and I would have to say Corki must be awfully close.
Yeah, to these numbers.
These numbers. The only difference, really, I think, with the Corki, perhaps, is that people found ways to pick in Hui into Tristana or other champs like that. Whereas Corki, generally, it was the answer to Trist if you didn't have something else like the Yone, which was a weak pick. We thought of it. I mean, lots of people do think the Yone's a great counter to these, AD mid laners, but it has not looked like that yet for us. Hui is, but usually the Hui is being piloted by the team that you do just expect to lose. So, kind of unfair stat line there.
The Lucian win rate, a lot of this actually isn't Lucian Nami.
Yeah, Kriskata.
At least 3 of these games are Lucians in the mid lane. I didn't realize he hadn't lost a game yet.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either, but yeah, picking it into an ideal matchup, I guess. It was a lot of Kriskata. Some buffs that did come through. Base stats for Lee, QW for Lissandra, and some buffs to Misfortune. I actually don't think this will change much. I think
Lee Sin will be eating very good. He has nice matchups into the AP champ.
So I think the problem is that Lee Sin can't even come close to keeping up and jump.
Yeah, the problem is just the clear. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you lose the 1v1 to a equally farmed Lee Sin, if even on the first clear you're 30 seconds ahead already.
Yeah, that's kind of what is going to be the struggle. We might see Lee Sin, but I doubt it, because especially the AD mids are still just going to be dominant.
And we may see Lissandra just because she is a nice champ to slot in. MF we probably won't see, just because MF needs the whole game warped around her, and I am not seeing Zyra buffs on here.
No, but also, this is not the patch that's about to come out, so pretty much the only champ that was changed that we saw a lot of is Brand. We saw a few Karthus' games.
Yeah.
don't think that this is really that big of a deal, the Q nerf. But
yeah, it's going to be rough if you want to beat Junjia's record for the 3-minute clear.
For sure. It still feels like you're going to be completely fine with AP junglers. I mean, Zyra was the standout one in general.
Yeah, I agree.
Globally, at least. But, yeah, I think all things considered, not too much to look at there. Skarner nerf and Kalista.
Kalista seems like a champion, team-specific champion
yeah,
at the
much.
moment. Some teams love it and will first pick it if you let them. Other teams will just completely ignore it.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards the teams that are ignoring it. Right now, you essentially have to go lethality Kalista, whereas before she was a great pick because you had the choice.
Yeah, I think Betty went the on-hit in his most recent
with PTA,
Kalista game.
right?
Yeah. He did go Blade of the Ruined King, Kalista. Ultimately, this nerf doesn't really do much to the Kalista. A little bit of damage taken away from her W and her R extended cooldown, but
still going to be the lane bully she was previously.
Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot to change her,
she
to be honest.
loses some utility.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's more for the support than her, so... And I can't even remember what happened to Varus.
I can't remember what this is. It's probably trying to make on-hit Varus just playable. Maybe some moving damage onto his right clicks instead of the lethality Varus, because, it's just... it's one of those champs that really struggled with lethal tempo gone, same as Kalista. You're kind of forced to just go for lethality most games.
Yeah. And so, I mean, we weren't seeing a whole lot of Varus anyway. It still feels like we're just going to see Ezreal, Zeri, Kai'Sa, Ezreal. I know globally now, especially in solo queue and whatnot, has been really highly picked. Huge pick rates on both those champs, and they both look really
so
strong.
Good.
Yeah, and so I think we're probably going to see a lot of Zeri, a lot of Kai'Sa, a lot of Ezreal. And I don't know that we're going to see necessarily a whole lot of the other, the nerfs and the buff changes.
But when there are two standout ADCs like there are, maybe we'll see some bans and get some interesting matchups in the bot lane.
Perhaps. So, of course, J-Team on your screen, no changes. Lakai, Lalva, Minji, Chi-Chi, and Inso. They are down in the series.
Yeah.
Must be rough, You've had 3 weeks since the first game of this series where you lost, and now you're coming back and you're just starting a series where you have to just clean sweep it, essentially.
You also prepared for this series on a different patch, which has to be different, and we're going to see the coach diff, maybe, between these two teams. I've been very impressed with Metallions, the coach for West Point. His drafts, that might be just bias, but I've liked his drafts quite a bit for West Point. For J-Team, though, I'm getting the feeling that it's really only Chi-Chi showing up in these games, right? He's had his horrible moments too.
Kai's had some okay moments, and I think Inso probably has been the standout performer for me.
Yeah.
I think, obviously you don't get to see him getting quadra kills, but I think in general, I don't remember a time where I saw him make a completely blatant mistake. I think in general, he's setting up Chi-Chi for success a lot. One thing we talked about, obviously last split, was that Chi-Chi was quite good at laning alongside Inso. That's continued on here, but I think now with a bit more proactivity in the support role, I think he's really shining and looking quite good. Of course, on your screen now, West Point is Ryu, Kongyue, 1116, and I've completely forgotten the bot lane.
Lil V and Sha9.
Yeah, that's right. Lil V. Lil V has been the standout for this team, I think.
I think so in terms of consistency. I think to me in getting the wins, it's been 1116 and Kongyue. Especially in that first game against J-Team. Kongyue put on a clinic on Sejuani out of nowhere. Not a champ you really expect all that amazing of a performance, but he was counter jungling, he was making picks, stealing objectives.
And he's receiving a lot of bans too. I mean, probably the only jungler that is just consistently getting one champ banned against him, as you said, the Viego, and I think that's really good. Right now,
not even a
getting
meta champ.
AD junglers banned against your jungler feels pretty good.
Yeah.
You're just losing a ban for the opposing team, so... Yeah, I mean, they're up 1-0 in the series, looking for their first series win since summer of 2023.
They didn't manage to pick up one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had two close ones against Halpigs, but in the spring split, but it was Halpigs taking both of those. So yeah, trying to look for their first win this year, the first series win this year at least. And once again, I feel optimistic. Obviously, we haven't seen the patch yet, but they're up 1-0. They just have to win 1 or 2.
Yeah, great position for West Point to be in, right? You're going to play 2 games regardless today, and you just have to win one of them, and you're good. And I think they're honestly good for a win.
Yeah.
In these next 2 games.
I am inclined to agree. Kongyue, I think, being such a massive addition to this roster, really going to help them sort of have some stability. Even playmaking coming out of the jungle position always feels really nice. He has been a consistent performer for pretty much the duration of his career, as has 1116. Yeah, I mean, confident.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird coming in, right? You just to a 2-game series, essentially.
Yeah, it is strange.
Could just be a one-and-doner. Could be a 2-game. Those guys on your screen there certainly don't want it to be a one-and-doner.
Yeah, I wonder what Minji's been practicing over these last couple weeks. Has it just been quirky Tristana?
Yeah, he's always been a Tristana player, so...
Yeah, it just feels like he hasn't found his rhythm this split.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Yeah, we got the gum. We got the gum going on Kongyue. Usually that's an AD carry thing.
Oh, maybe a little teaser, Graves jungle.
Oh, Lava. He's also got the gum going. Okay, both junglers.
Lucian banned away, so J-Team angling Corki first pick. Tristana and Lucian both gone.
I mean, what's 116's answer to the Corki? Surely it's just the Hui, but like, do you really want to give over what seems to be such a strong champ in that Corki?
Yeah, we haven't seen the Hui really punish it that hard. Gonna be the last man for West Point now. They have the choice to just leave the Corki up if they have something to play into it. Nautilus is open.
Yeah. Nautilus, I mean, Leona as well. I think Leona seems way more dominant.
Yeah. Especially against these immobile APs.
Yeah.
Chi-Chi gets his Draven banned away from him, and Kongyue does have...
Oh, that's a rumble left open.
Yeah.
Oh, J-Team angling for a win.
Yeah, Kongyue does have Viego available to him, which we don't see all the time.
I wouldn't like to see a Sejuani here.
Yeah,
reason being, it kind of means that you really want to pick in melee range AD top, and that means you're picking a melee range AD into Rumble.
Yeah.
Never bodes well.
Just a wave blind, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not liking this. I'm really not liking this. So you're going to have a melee support come through. You're likely going to have a melee top laner, but this is like...
Yeah, meanwhile, Rumble Maokai is such a broken combo.
Yeah, it does mean that your top lane can opt into magic resist pretty easily, but it doesn't tend to matter.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference against Rumble. He's just still getting 100 to 0. We've seen Cassante die, Udyr die, even with an item completed.
Yeah, I think the top side of J-Team is way more dominant. I mean, they just have push in both the mid and the top lane.
Yeah.
They have a stronger 2v2 coming out of both of those lanes. The Sejuani feels really misplaced.
Corki will eventually lose out in push once Wei can start getting some points in Q and just laying that carpet down, that mini Rumble ult. He's gone.
Yeah, that is true, but even then, it's pretty trivial for Corki to just clear the wave backwards.
Yeah.
Israel taken away. Does this mean it's going to be a Kai'Sa ban in response? I mean, Zeri does remain open.
Yeah, it'll probably be West Point banning Zeri, though they do have first pick out of this draft phase.
Yeah.
They could lock up the Zeri themselves. Will be Chi-Chi's go-to, certainly, if it's left open.
Yeah, he has preferred the Zeri over most things pretty much the entire
Even last split, when it wasn't super meta, he was just picking it every game.
Yeah. Okay. Zeri taken away. Kai'Sa stands out to me. It's something that probably should be banned here. I mean, after that, what are you looking at? Xayah?
Yeah, you do. If you don't ban Nautilus here, you're just going to give them Nautilus, and you have to take maybe Ali or Rakan into it or something.
Yeah, Rel. I mean, Rel's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe J-Team want the Rel. Rel, Maokai, and Rumble
insane.
seems really scary to go up against.
Yeah, MF ban, actually.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting to see any MF, but there's a ban.
Yeah, I mean, it does okay against the Corki just because it rushes Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
So you kind of can deal fairly well with getting poked. Hard to whittle away at her health bar when she first items the highest amount of lifesteal in the game.
Yeah, and she has so much flat AD.
Yeah.
Uses it very well. Kalista locked in. Over the Nautilus is interesting.
We'll see if they're going lethality, both of them. This feels like a really, really impossible game to pilot Kalista, though. I mean, just playing Kalista into a Maokai.
Yeah, there's also just a lot of damage to deal with, right? Like, one mistake. You are mobile on the Kalista, but you don't feel mobile against Corki Rumble.
Yeah, that's right. And we've seen Kalista against comps like this before, right? I believe it was against DCG last split at some point. There was a Kalista picked by Beyond, and DCG just picked champs like Vi, Maokai, and a Rumble and just ulted on top of her head after getting CC.
Yeah.
And it was impossible for that Kalista to play. I believe it was Feng, and Feng was like 12-1, 12-2, and just could not play the game.
J-Team hesitating to lock in the Nautilus there because it is a good matchup for Renata.
Yeah.
So they decide to just go for the Rel and take the Rel into Nautilus.
Yeah, I mean, Rel works really well with the Rumble as well as the Maokai, and of course...
Yeah, insane comp from J-Team.
Yeah, I think this composition looks really hard to deal with coming out of J-Team.
Yeah, the individual pieces for West Point are maybe stronger, but any team fight should just be going so hard at J-Team's.
J-Team have a Rumble.
Yeah, that's the
problem.
problem.
And a Maokai and a Core. I don't think the individual pieces are actually stronger for West Point even.
Yeah, they
maybe the
might not
Nautilus, but I guess we also have to see if this is an on-hit or a lethality Varus.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'd be leaning on hit this game.
Yeah, I think it has to be 3 tanks. I mean, yes, you can poke at Quay a little bit and Kalista, but...
Poking Kalista never feels that good. She's so mobile and she has lifesteal.
Well, I mean, it depends on if she goes lethality too. It's
that's a
lot
good
of
point.
unanswered questions. I assume Runes will tell us if there's Halo Blades or, in Varus's case, Halo Blades or Arcane Comet. Then
press the attack.
It'll be lethal lethality. But yeah, if it's press the attack, then we will be having on hits.
Yeah, and as you said, there should be a lot of priority in the early game for J-Team, maybe not in bot lane.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, Varus and Kalista both can get priority. I actually am not entirely sure how that matchup pans out.
Should be a bit stronger level 1 than the Rel.
Yeah, level 1, maybe. I mean, it's hard to know. I think it might also just depend on if we are on hit or lethality, because like...
Yeah.
Level 1, the Halo Blades Kalista, much stronger than Varus.
Yeah.
But level 3, I think maybe Halo Blades Varus might be stronger.
Yeah, Varus scales really well with getting his abilities online. Level 1 Kalista, not much. Just matching that.
Yeah, just rend. You've got all your abilities up. So press the attack for both 80 carries. So should be
on hit,
double on hits. I think it's a lot easier for Varus to play on hit this game.
Yeah, it could have been a good lethality Kalista game. Plenty of squishies. Even Rel and Maokai don't get that tanky.
Yeah, I mean, Rel's probably just Russian and Warmog, so poke feels a whole lot worse these days.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Gonna be first strike the usual on Rumble top into these tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what Cassante's ever doing to this Rumble. There is angle at one item where you can look for the kill.
Yeah.
But generally you also get killed is kind of the problem.
Yeah. Rumble just ends up stat checking you, right?
You just stand there and auto attack.
There's not really a lot of outplay for the Cassante, barring like ulting him into your tower or something.
Yeah, which is easier now that you take Flash instead of Ghost, but still.
Yeah.
If Lakai's getting ulted into Ryu's tower, doesn't deserve to win that matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, it should still be very hard to get ulted. It has to happen in River, usually.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe when a 2v2 is happening or something. Lava looking for an invade early. Would have had to have. I mean, Kongwei probably started his flail. Smite Fight's going to come down, and that's the entire camp.
Yeah, really well played by Lava. Kongwei had already used his spell, so just got the camp nice and low on the Maokai, queued it, killed the whole camp.
Yeah, no secrets to where Lava's passing out of the bot side jungle. He just strolls on through that mid lane.
Yeah, just got himself a nice camp lead now.
That's my favorite Kalista skin, by the way.
Is it Fnatic?
No, it's SKT.
Oh, yeah.
From season, I want to say 5, I think.
That hook could have been very scary, close to level 2 on West Point.
Yeah. Oh, these harpoons are connecting. Even in health. Not all is lost, but...
Yeah, doesn't that harpoon feel like it does hook onto Rel?
Yeah, level 2 available. Crashdown coming through and is able to dodge out of that rain damage. And in fact, Chi-Chi able to find a trade back.
Well played by Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Gets a trade back.
Kind of a winning trade there off the back of that for J-Team.
Yeah.
Coming in the bot side. Both junglers actually in the bot side. So hopefully we're either seeing a 3v3 or no action at all.
With the wave where it is, it probably just is no action hook, though.
Oh, yeah, nice. Buffer, though.
Yeah, you see West Point are trying to trade as hard as they can because they have their jungler here, but J-Team are not having any of it. And so just blocking these hooks and getting himself out.
Okay.
That was Kongyue.
Are we looking for a dive? I don't think we should be.
Can't be looking for any camps.
I mean, we saw the Maokai just stroll through mid, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought...
Oh, this is an insane dive. Yeah, Kongyue is going to think better of it, I think.
Maybe he was looking to fight the Maokai. Level 3 Sejuani will be winning that, but...
It's nice to see these slow jungle clears. 3 minutes 30.
Yeah.
Still 2 camps up for each.
Yeah, back to... This is what my solo queue games look like if I'm jungle. Finished my first clear, guys. Look at the time. 4 minutes 30. What's happened?
Second crab is spawning.
Lava.
Oh. Kongyue's on his way here, though. Lava does have all the prio in top lane.
Yeah, and it is 116 with prio here. Okay, that is should spell...
Yeah, Minji's recalling as well. Lava has to get the hell out of here.
Nice twisted advance, and should be okay with this phase rush.
Yep. Nice prio by Lakai in the top lane.
Yeah, I think the problem is now that Minji has had a recall.
Yeah.
It is very much Lakai with prio in the top lane, sorry, and
yeah, Hui's out of mana.
Yeah, this is probably now just Lava's red buff. Pathmaker used there for Ryu's getting very close. This is kind of scary though.
Yeah, scarier for Ryu than Lakai.
Oh, Lava's going to claim his Raptors again, perhaps. Upper level now.
Does he throw the sapling into check?
Oh.
Nice
Alright, Kongyue with the smite.
Yeah.
Question mark Froge.
Yeah, well played. Gets his camp back. Lava's still pretty significantly ahead. He has a lot of jungle he can still clear.
Hey, Minji, definitely finding a better recall timing than... I mean, sorry. 116 found a better recall timing than Minji.
Yeah.
Although, he didn't recall.
Yeah, might actually get stuck in lane. We'll see how he does. It is only a tier on the court.
I think next wave is a cannon wave, so he should be okay after clearing one more wave out.
Yeah, he does always just have TP.
Yeah, but now Minji's got a second recall in, so it is okay. Way 116 have that lost chapter. I think he might. It's going to be a big change in this lane now. We'll be able to just push it well. Becomes much easier now to play the way.
Yeah,
and,
okay. So I guess they were expecting this Nautilus matchup, and the Rel seems very good for buffering the Nautilus hook. Chi-Chi's never in trouble of getting hooked because Enzo will block every single one. Ryu, on the other hand, could be getting dived.
Yeah, this is kind of scary. Level 6 for Lakai now. Okay, all outs available, so this dive, sorry, not awfully viable.
Let's just still be careful, Ryu. Another first strike proc for Lakai. Yeah, he's 15 CS up, and he's just farming first strike this entire lane as well. This is going to be another massive rumble.
Huh? I mean, on the other side, it's not all for naught, as Dragon should be picked up by West Point. Going to be a trade over for these Void Grubs instead. Very polarizing now, these two objectives.
Yeah.
No one can seem to make up their mind on early Dragon or early Void Grubs being the better of the two.
Yeah, I think both junglers just playing it safe, honestly, and playing around their prio lanes.
Yeah.
Just taking the objective that's uncontestable for the enemy team.
It's upper level.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that's happened. Finds Jao9 at his red buff.
What's going on? Oh, trading pink wards even.
Yeah, this is really good damage if Chi-Chi can get some. Because they might be getting dived. So Kongyue is making his way top lane. He will be safe. Now, is Minji going for a Hex Drinker or Merc Treads?
Merc Treads.
Merc Treads, right?
100%, yeah.
Against Sejuani.
Sejuani Hui.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's also good to get Merc Treads against champs like, you know, these mages that throw out skill shots because it just gives you more movement speed.
Yeah, honestly, that was such a well-timed dragon by Kongyue now, who's a couple camps behind to hit level 6. If they hadn't done the dragon exactly when they did, Maokai would be 6 much sooner and would be an uncontestable dragon.
Okay, plated steel caps for Chi-Chi. I'm not the biggest fan of the plated steel caps, considering there is exactly only Callista.
Yeah, the tanky on Hibberus builds do tend to perform better.
I think Mercs might just be
I like
better.
Mercs more too.
Oh, honestly, I think this is a perfectly fine game to go Berserkers.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really that common that you're going to be getting hit by a lot of CC as All Out comes through, but Lakai's going to be able to flash away.
Oh, wow.
Keep himself
Kongyue
nice
holds
safe.
onto his ult. He just queues forward and it gets Lakai's flash off of him. So really nice by Kongyue to keep his ulti now. He can just kill this Rumble if he wants to. If you decide to
I
just
think
recall.
Lakai, you probably should just recall here.
Yeah, very dangerous to stay.
I mean,
we know the Sejuani isn't there, but he
but he has no idea.
Yeah, and she still has ulti.
Okay, sees the Cassandre now and is feeling a lot more confident, but still doesn't know where the Sejuani is just yet.
Yeah, his teammates will spot her. No, they won't.
He gets the wave in. He uses Equalizer to do it. I think a good decision there.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. It is down flash and ulti now. There will be a window for you to punish that.
Yeah, but he has no ult either, so...
Yeah.
We'll have the ability to try and punish when... I mean, he's got his ult back. That
Yeah,
would be
he'll have a
ult fault,
window.
but he does have flash over no flash on the Rumble, so... That was an explosive face melter. Kind of missed, though, so... it didn't really explode.
Kind of seeing the Maokai's advantage. Now, it's not really amounted to all that much but the Rift Grubs for Lava.
He is looking up top now. I mean...
No Rumble ulti means this is a extremely difficult dive.
Yeah, this seems impossible. We're going for it anyway. Pathmaker available for Ryu. He's going to have to time it well. Does do so, and... Well timed by Lava to be able to find that flash, so kind of the punishment that could have come through from the earlier gank from Kongyue is now kind of thwarted.
Yeah.
Should be fine for both these top laners. Neither should really die.
Yeah, still, I feel like Rumble's in a lot more danger. Just against a Sejuani with flash up.
Yeah, he's also just squishier.
Yeah. I don't think he's diveable by these two champs.
No, especially if his equalizers up, there's no minion wave to work with, really.
Yeah, but he does have to be careful if he's ever pushing up the lane. Kongyue is on his side now, but he's taking a well-timed recall, is Lakai. Will probably hold on to his TP just with Dragon in 1 minute. He's running bot lane right now. Okay, so they're swapping their bot lane to top our J team.
Yeah, Void Grubs.
Yeah, to get these Void Grubs.
Okay.
Wow.
Big chunk of damage, but Lava, as long as you can auto-attack something, or maybe this honey fruit spawn shortly, should be okay. It's also very scary to try and fight this against a Maokai and a Rumble at this stage of the game.
Yeah, and Rumble's just walking straight up here too. It's going to be a 5v5.
All right.
Sejuani ult.
Sejuani ult does go wide. Glacial Prison now no longer available. They do pick up themselves one of these Void Grass. Ryu with the Pathmaker is going to have to block off this Maokai ult, and does just that, but through will come the Nature's Grass. Down comes the Equalizer, and it's Char9 in the front line. Massive knock up there from that Death Charge, and First Blood over to Lilvi, who's chasing on forward. West Point do pick up two of these Void Grubs for just the one, and the First Blood as well onto Enso. Fantastically played as Minji not even able to contribute the slightest to that team fight.
Yeah, that was an almost unrecognizable West Point. They played that counter-engage immaculately. The moment the Maokai ulti came out, they were all way out of harm's way. They even bait out the Rumble ult, looking like they were running into a choke, but the Rumble ult from Lakai is completely useless in that fight. It is such a strong combo, Rel, Maokai, Rumble, that you kind of just have to watch those two champions and see what went wrong that this fight went so poorly for J-Team. Maokai gets pushed here right away, but then all the front line of West Point get there in time to block, and then this Rumble ulti just hits Sejuani, actually.
Yeah, it's essentially a 4v5 as Minji is just here firing rockets, but...
Yeah, doing no damage at this point in the game. Phage and Tier. Oh, Char9 has to flash. Minji and Chi-Chi going to be feeling a bit safer now without the Nautilus flash.
Yeah, teleport coming
here
here from Ryu. Does Lakai answer with his? He's just pushing in this top lane. Dragon started for West Point.
No Rumble ulti, so I really doubt he comes down here. He will be happy with plates, I think.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of plates. There is no teleport to answer this Rumble.
Yeah, if he can overheat, yeah, there he goes as well. Just punching that tower down.
I mean, West Point have to justify this, of course, now. They do have the early two dragons, but Rumble farming a lot of gold for himself.
Yeah. He kind of just becomes a monster in the side lane as well. It's just eventually this K'Sante will just die to him.
Yeah, I mean, even now, if he were to just fist fight, just have an honorable fist fight, Rumble would be winning.
Yeah, you just die.
But Lil V is the greatest victor here on the map. Obviously, the first blood helping out a lot.
Yeah, I'm surprised. He does have a lot of farm relative to Chi-Chi.
Yeah, true. Yeah, what's been happening?
Just looks like a hard lane for the Relvarus. You can never die, but kind of just feel weaker than the Kalista. Blade of the Ruined King finish for Little V, actually. I think West Point should be trying to play around this disparity in the bot lane.
I still think the Plated Steel Cap's a troll.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they feel better on Little V, if anything, against a Corki Varus.
Yeah, because K'Sante, when he's auto-attacking you, is doing true damage, so... Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's just a lane thing. And the lane's gone okay. Kalista's a very strong laner, and they've gotten through the lane alright, so... Maybe that was just the goal.
I can see it. Rift Shield now is the target for both these teams. Ryu once again is here. No teleport to answer Lakai on the bot side if he does stay there. Lava is going to get altered. A lot of damage coming through onto this. Maokai is taken out. Going to get the cleanse out of Lil V, and he does use that Fate's Call to get Char into safety. Pathmaker used. Ryu getting very, very low as Lakai does join. Equalizer comes down. It's fantastic, and Ryu's going to burn. He lives somehow, but Enso's found a two-man engage. Chi-Chi, though, jumped on, and it's going to be Lil V. Rend, use it. There it is. Gets himself the kill, and the three members of J-Team are running for their lives as West Point claim yet another fight win.
Yeah, West Point, again, just bait out all of J-Team's cooldowns and turn the fight around. They do not even end up losing a member again in this fight. This is looking like a very clean West Point team. Yeah, this has been such a different look from West Point than what we're used to seeing. Here, Lava has an insane Maokai ulti, but his Rumble hasn't started his TP yet. So this Maokai ult is setting up essentially a 5-man Rumble ult here. Yeah, you can 5-man Rumble ulti here, but the Rumble's just not here. By the time he gets here, he ults to try snipe a kill on Ryu, but is level 10.
How does Ryu live?
Yeah, he's just regenning so much. Minji even Valks in Big Rocket with the Rumble ult, but pretty impressive that Ryu manages to live. And then your Rumble ulti is down for this massive Rel combo that Enso finds. Chi-Chi completely out of juice, gets run down by Little V.
Why is Ryu healing that much?
I have no idea. Is it really just second wind V-Shield?
There's no way. What? I don't think I've ever seen that until you have like... No, actually, you know what? We've seen that Arena. When you get some ridiculous...
Dawnbringer's result.
Yeah. What is that? He's just getting 27 HP every half a second.
Yeah, I thought the Leandri's and Rumble ult burn would kill him, for sure.
Alright, well... First tower of the game does go down in favor of J-Team, so still got some gold to work with. It's only a 400 gold disparity. Of course, they are, however, down those two dragons. Rift Herald still in the pocket of Kongyue as well.
Yeah, J-Team, pretty much all they have going for them is this Corki and this Rumble. The Rumble is massive, and the Corki is too. He's going to be scaling up. But with two dragons on the side of West Point, J-Team are on a bit of a clog.
Oh, here comes that Rift Herald. Minji, be careful. Oh, Nature's Grasp going to use. We're actually looking for Kongyue. Hit back into the tower. Does have flash available for himself. Isn't going to have to use it, though. And here comes that teleport coming through for Ryu, as he is going to be right by that tower. Tower very low. Depth charge used. It's onto the Maokai, who does flash away as well. Should be safe, but it's a tower found. Ryu actually getting quite low.
Yeah, Lakai's having a great time up in the top lane, though. 101-6 can TP to save their tier 2 now. So that will be fine.
Yeah, I don't think they have to teleport, luckily, this time, but...
Yeah, it looks like Little V will just rotate.
Lakai is just farming up quietly.
Lakai has to be careful against Little V. Red buff Kalista could kill him.
Yeah, but I think Little V also has to be careful of just getting hit by a single E and getting chased down.
Yeah, if he makes one mistake, he's dead.
Rumble champion.
Some Fire Cape Rush on the Maokai. Everyone seems to have their own Maokai build.
Yeah.
We've seen a couple Leandries.
I do think it's better to just get the Barmy Cinder.
And then
buy
go
something
Warmogs
else.
or something, yeah.
Yeah,
Warmogs,
Warmogs.
Zeke's, Knight's Vow.
You could even just go some support item, you know, if need be.
Yeah, Redemption, Frozen Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of good choices.
So, what is it? Locket?
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen some Locket against Karthus.
Enso's got a good angle here. He's not going to be seen until he walks... Okay, no, still not going to be seen. He has to find something spectacular, though. No, he does have Hex Flash, but no regular Flash. J-Team are going to have to find their way into the river. He's still unseen. Hex Flash being channeled now. Lil V. Lil V's going to be able to spot him. Does get stunned up, but Enso's going to find a two-man knockup, but no one's there to follow up. He's all alone. Lil V's going to be completely fine as they do just take that dragon to no casualties.
Yeah, Enso is just awkwardly fighting two members of West Point who ignore him and finish the dragon.
Yeah, 3 dragons now for West Point. They are 1 away from claiming themselves the Mountain Soul, and we are only 19 minutes into this game.
Yeah, Mountain Soul with 3 tanks as well. Very terrifying. -1 for Ryu.
Okay, Lakai, he's taking matters into his own hands. But Kongyue's here. Oh, Lakai. Oh, he finally shows himself to get immediately ganked, and he has got nothing to do here. Well, he gets a flash and an ult for some reason.
Yeah, I guess worried about the collapse from the rest of J-Team. Just happy with the kill.
I think that was a little bit too much, but...
Yeah, it was unnecessary. I agree.
Oh, well. I mean, honestly, I think if you're Lakai, you kind of take that.
Yeah.
It was just a free death, but then you ended up getting an ult and a flash for it, so... Huh? Anyway.
Yeah, it's not like they're doing anything on the map, West Point.
And J-Team, they're really going to find their way back. I mean, they're only 1k gold down, but they are losing every single objective on the map.
And just every fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really being held up in this gold lead from, I have to say, probably First Strike and Minji's farm.
Yeah. Yeah, towers as well. Rumble took a full tower top while plates were still up.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't finish it with the plates still up. Took a lot of plates.
Yeah, he got 3 at least. Solo as well, so...
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if we're going to see a fight between these two. I still think Rumble wins this.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with the armor coming out for Cassante now.
Ryu wisely backing away.
So Riftmaker going to be the next item.
Minji has to be close to his mirror mana, right? Like, he's just
he
greedily staying on the map, but surely he backs and has it now.
Yeah, he's been on these
CS.
items for several minutes now.
I mean, he's still not backing. Is he going to take the blue for the gold for it? Looks like it.
Yeah, Rift Herald is, or Baron is alive, rather, but...
He's still not backing. I mean, we better not give up something while he is giga greeding for items.
Yeah, he's got nearly 2k gold, I imagine.
Like, West Point have to just be looking at this Corki and thinking, we just fight now, and
yeah,
they are down a champion.
Soren's in.
He's going to be found. Oh, Lava's gone very far in and is going to get stunned up. Gets off his ult, and Lil V answers in kind with that Fate's Call, but Lava is so low. The Sparring Despair, but Enso finds a massive engage, and the equalizer's nice, but Enso's all alone now as Ryu marches at this Rel, takes him out, and Lakai's got it all to do against 3 members here. Minji has absolutely no damage. And it is just going to be 2 found once again for West Point as the Baron probably going to be looked at.
Yeah, another immaculately played team fight from West Point. Not a single member goes down or really even gets close to going down.
Minji's still not recalling. I mean, I understand it, but this is griefing.
He must just have the item by now, I would think. Yeah, and Cha9, as you were saying, they're looking at this Corki and going, we can fight anywhere. We can fight a Rumble Rel in the jungle. Just because of how behind this Corki is. And they just one-tap Lava here in a CC chain. Nice snipe from 116 at the end to make sure he gets finished off. And I thought they could turn this fight around with this Rumble Rel combo, but just ends up taking half HP off of a bunch of West Point members.
Yeah, but Minji is just doing no damage.
Yeah.
He just has a Triforce and a Tear. I mean, now he's got his Mirror Mana and it's fully upgraded, but by God, did we not have a Corki for the last 22 minutes of this game.
Yeah, he's been very useless in these fights. Should be mega scaling, though. He is strong now, and this Rumble Corki might be a problem. for the side of West Point.
Possibly, but they are 30 seconds away from what could be their Mountain Soul, and we've only just finally got our Corki. J-Team have to play pretty phenomenally here to not lose not only this game, but remember, it is the entire series.
Yeah.
As they do
this
start
is not
one
game
down.
One. Yeah. And so almost gets snared there by 1-on-6. Who has a new Hue build? We are used to the Archangels.
Yeah, the Black Fire Torch verse is definitely new, but I guess he's against a bunch of tanks and it's okay. Hook lands here onto Lava, who does get that Nature's Grasp off. A bunch of damage coming back, and maybe finally, as Chi-Chi does find the first kill of the game here for J-Team. Flashfoot for Ryu. There's a twisted advance to answer. Lava's going to be answered back by Ryu. Still does have that all-out available, but does flash away from the Equalizer, which finds absolutely no one. Low health bar here for the Cassante, but he is going to be able to teleport back if he chooses to do so. Chi-Chi does not have that luxury, healing off this mid lane as, yeah, Lil V's looking to solo out this dragon here. A lot of Ren stacks available, and Kongyue's joining him. Teleport now coming through too.
It's gone.
4 members of J-Team aren't going to be able to do anything as West Point just walk away with a Mountain Soul and are poised to win the series in very, very clean fashion.
Oh, close. Yeah, finally, J-Team get their first kill of the game. And it's because Kalista ult is down. They're able to kill Cha9, but they end up losing 2. And somehow, again, Ryu gets away. Here's Kongyue running at
Kongyue looking aggressive. Doesn't have ult, though. Not really poising that much of a threat. The hook landing onto Lava once again. This Bearkai been looking a bit like a pinata this entire game.
Yeah. Now, J-Team looking to chase West Point out here a bit. They do have better recalls. Oh,
but the flash hook onto Minji. He's able to Valkyrie out of there, but Lava's going to pay for his sins as he is taken out. And this is 5 full health members of West Point against 4 not very strong members of J-Team. And now the Baron is going to be started up and almost certainly taken.
Yeah, no Rumble ulti means this is a very difficult contest for J-Team. No jungler either.
Yeah, Rumble ult very soon will be available, but still won't be a Magnet Storm or a Chain of Corruption.
This is very slow.
Yeah, it is being done slow. 116 not hitting the Baron with those double burn items is going to be playing an impact on that. Enso, though, he might just be taken out. Does have to crash down to survive. This is now a 3v5 if J-Team want to try and defend it. The Equalizer comes down, but that's done nothing but burn this Baron down even further as West Point are firmly in control. And we're 25 minutes in, and we're almost certainly crowning our victor of the series.
Yeah, and the Rumble ultis just don't hit the same once you've got the Mountain Soul now.
Well, I mean, not much you can do, it feels like, for J-Team.
Yeah, this one should be a wrap, I would think. The gold lead isn't that massive, right? But if you factor in how much gold these dragons are worth...
Yeah, it's massive because of the dragons.
Yeah.
Your Rumble is very much neutralized now that there is just a Mountain Soul he's up against. This Corki hasn't done anything pretty much his entire game, and he is now just down an entire item pretty much
against
on his
Mountain Soul
opponent.
as well. He's just not going to do all that much in terms of poke. Should be going rapid fire next, and it's a very poke-oriented Corki playstyle that just is going to feel pretty terrible against Mountain Soul.
Yeah, through comes the engage. It's all used onto Lava, and Enso finds a nice Magnet Storm. Nature's Grasp as well coming through. Burning for health bars, but it's going to be Enso who's actually taken out first. Lakai finally arriving to the fight, but he's just found on the side here by Ryu, who's going to be able to all out back into his team. Good night, Lakai. It's 2 found. West Point now marching towards this base, and it is not even trivial. This is so free for West Point.
Yeah, another just flawless team fight for them. They lost 1 flash on their ADC that fight.
Yeah, unreal performance.
Yeah, this is not the West Point we're used to seeing, even with a lead. They're usually terrible with a lead. No offense.
Certainly doing well in this game.
So here's the engage by Kongyue, and Enso finds another amazing engage that Rumble is just not there for, and the Rumble ends up just being terrible. Only hitting 1-on-6 a bit, and then he just gets soloed by this Cassante, pushed into his team. Well played by Lakai.
Oh, Ryu pretty happy.
Oh, well played by Ryu. Sorry, not Lakai.
Yeah. Oh, we've got 4 members. You know, this Cassante was killable earlier, but
yeah, with a Mountain Soul.
Yeah, not really now.
He just uses those stats so well as well.
We're going to need that Crypt Balloon finished, but even that, probably not enough. I mean, look at how much resistance is going to be available for this Cassante and for this Sejuani.
Yeah.
With the Mountain Soul. The 2 mountains on top. There's also regen coming through from the Ocean Soul. Warmogs on Nautilus as well as Sejuani. It's pretty impossible.
So I think on-hit Varus maybe just sucks if this wasn't a good game.
Oh, hold up. Lava once again going to be hit by that Glacial Prison. Nature's Grasp used in response, and they are able to clear out this minion wave. Baron no longer available. But it was a 5,800 Baron power play, so...
Yeah, essentially the entire lead.
I think, back to your point, this game was griefed 2 ways. A late teleport from Lakai in the topside river.
Yeah.
And my Corki not recalling for 10 to 15 minutes, nearly.
Yeah, there was a bit of that. I think it just feels like with this much CC and this much frontline on the enemy team, Varus should just be having a field day.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard, right? His frontline is just getting one shot.
Yeah, they're honestly just focusing this Maokai. And Lava's having a hard time surviving. Some Fire Cape not helping all that much.
I mean, I feel bad for Lava, because it looks like he's just running it down.
Yeah, he played a very good early game.
But he's honestly been sort of the guy that paying the price for no damage on his team. So he's just kind of making sure his carries stay alive and
yeah, he's just getting killed in front of his Varus Corki Rumble.
Yeah, they're not able to do anything, and he's just offering as much as possible. Elder Dragon, though, that could be one way back. You're going to have to pull off a miraculous team fight, though. As things stand, I mean, West Point yet to lose a team fight. Here comes that Nature's Grasp, a lot of damage, and Lava once again will be taken out. That's the 6th death of the game. Chi-Chi trying to look for something onto this Cassante, but it is going to actually be able to turn around. The Crypt Balloon's quite nice. The heal coming through for everyone. Charm might just go down. Glacial Prison connects, and that's onto Minji. Is 116 is raining down terror. It's a 2 for 2, but 116 reigns supreme as he's full HP and taking out all this damage onto J-Team. The Elder Dragon now started up. West Point look to be able to take this, and it doesn't seem all that trivial. Teleport is going to be the answer. Double teleport as 116 is going to be here to answer that one. Lakai trying to think he can get himself some extra gold up on that inner tower. Won't be able to do so.
No, I thought it was Minji TPing top, but it is Lakai. Not a terrible play to go for a tier 2, but 116 unfortunately has his teleport. Still coming.
Right, how long are we cooking?
He's just waiting for Ryu to come up.
Yeah, we're cooking for Ryu. All right, 5 strong on the Elder Dragon. Good patience.
Yeah, delaying the Elder means your teammates just get to recall as well and just reset on the map and more efficiently use the entire 2 minutes you have this Elder.
Yeah, I mean, Kongwei did recall afterwards, so that's kind of somewhat nullified, but...
They're going to run straight to Baron, I would imagine, and then look to end the game.
Yeah, and the Baron will have to be given.
Yeah, there's a better team fight from Chi-Chi.
Yeah. I mean, that team fight Lava survived a bit longer.
Yeah, still just ate all the CC, got killed immediately, though.
And Baron will be taken. There is no way in the world that J-Team can answer this. They pretty much have the next minute and a half that they cannot fight at all.
Yeah.
Which, importantly, is probably about when the minion waves start to reach their inhib towers, but then they're going to be dealing with super minions and Baron buffed minions, so...
We'll lose their blue buff as well. Feel pretty good for 116 to grab a blue buff.
Minji's still yet to die, but not... Maybe you'd prefer to have died to offer some more damage in those closer fights earlier on in the game.
Yeah.
Char, Hex flashing over, that's top inhib going to be taken out, absolutely, as a minute still remains actually on this Elder. Maybe even just looking for the end through one lane, not something we typically see, but the Elder makes it a whole lot easier to do so. Hope not quite landing. Oh, the 3-man found is a nice equalizer, but this is against Elder Dragon. Do I even have to cast this? Should just be continuous executions. Nice knock up onto Minji. I said he hadn't died. Now he absolutely has. It's only Chi-Chi and Lakai standing, and there's still 39 seconds left of this Outer Dragon. Baron buff well and truly alive, and these Nexus towers will be taken out. Enso saw the angle, but against 5 strong with Outer Dragon, there was never, ever a way that was turning out well. And West Point, they do finally do it. Their first series win here in the PCS in 2024. It took 2 weeks to get this singular series across the line, but they will finally, at long last, do it.
Very
and
close
there
to
goes
taking
the
out
Nexus.
Chi-Chi. What an impressive game from West Point.
Yeah.
Just uncharacteristically clean.
Yeah.
In those fights, just everyone understanding their role and understanding what they need to do to maximize their impact and just get out on slivers of HP. It's the kind of thing we expect to see from like CFO and PSG.
Yeah.
So yeah, very impressive.
Yeah, I think like what's impressive really, and there's a bit of a caveat to this, but it was impressive that they were just winning every fight despite the gold lead only being like 1k.
Yeah.
It was not even close. They were just destroying the fight. Of course, a lot of that will be helped by the fact that one member of J Team just had 2k of that gold in his back pocket, not yet spent. And I get it, as the Corki, you really just want the mirror mana. The components don't matter that much.
Yeah.
But they matter a whole lot more than just having gold sitting there not being used. And
yeah, and
I
they matter when people live on 1 HP like they had been.
Yeah, and I think ultimately there were a lot of times that he could have recalled. He just chose not to
get the full mirror mana.
Yeah, but he honestly stayed like sitting there for 20 seconds while a wave came towards him. He could have just recalled, maybe missed 1 or 2 minions, but been a whole lot stronger for that middle stage of the game. Wasn't going to do it. And of course, that does mean that West Point win the series
2-0.
And now are tied. I don't know about game differential, but definitely tied in terms of wins
with
J Team.
Yeah.
As we head very, very close to the end of our first round robin and into that second phase of our regular season.
Yeah, this is a matchup we'll likely see again.
Yeah.
In the second phase. I don't think either of these teams are making the top 3.
No, this is probably the decider for sort of the bottom teams. You know how like only one of them, I think, goes through to the actual playoffs?
Yeah.
Very much, I think it could be between these two.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, DCG's in there, but DCG probably just win it. But
DCG versus West Point should be very interesting.
Yeah, I think we've seen that
recently.
We've seen
it. I'd like to see it another time around because West Point seemed to be the most improved team by far.
Yeah. Who did they go up against last week, though? They went up against someone in between their 2 series and did get kind of destroyed, but I have a feeling it was like Frank, PSG, or CFO, which is, I mean...
Yeah, J-Team had a similar experience.
Yeah, everyone tends to have that experience. They all kind of, PSG, CFO, and Frank are quite good, but
we saw
West Point
Rumble stopped.
Yeah.
Still such a difficult game because there's a Rumble in it.
Absolutely, and I think it probably would have been, again, really good for J-Team if that teleport to that team fight under the topside river came through
a bit earlier,
2-3 seconds earlier. You would have been able to combo it with the Rel, who found a fantastic engage.
Just about every fight. And so is finding at least 2-man onto key targets.
Yeah.
Yeah, occasionally more.
Didn't really matter, which kind of sucks.
He didn't have a Rumble, his Corki was always weak, and his Varus was on hit.
Yeah, I mean, the Varus was doing damage when he got to actually do the damage, but I don't even think it's Chi-Chi's fault. It was just that the game kind of got out of hand, and honestly, Wilder just couldn't stand in front of the damage that was coming towards him.
Yeah, there just wasn't frontline on his team that could just stand there.
I mean, this was...
Yeah, so this was West Point forcing when they know Minji has about 2k gold.
Yeah.
At this point. This is a very bad force from West Point usually to fight Corki Rumble in these chokes. And you can see it almost goes horribly, but that a very nice equalizer from Lakai. Kind of splits up West Point, but they've already lost the fight and they're just returning no damage.
I mean, at this stage, you are just kind of fighting a 4v5, right? The Corki not having any gold.
Look at that damage.
It's very detrimental, yeah.
That must have been happening off screen a bit, but he was just one-shotting Lava in all these
it was
fights.
just the most fun. I mean, you saw that one fight where it was actually the closest J-Team got to winning.
Yeah.
That entire team fight was just 116 doing all that damage.
Yeah, and he was just 1 HP, a full HP at the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Unstoppable, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of had a 3-second Rumble ult that was doing more damage than Rumble ult.
Yeah.
You know, as a play. It was... Yeah, that game got out of hand. I mean, it was still good by J-Team to be able to keep the gold that close for that long, despite, I mean, it was like 1-7 in kills, I think, at the point where they were down only 1k gold.
I think for J-Team, it was a lot of right place, right time, but they just got outplayed when they showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I think 116, I mean, he's going to pick up the MVP surely.
Yeah.
Just by virtue of how much damage I just saw. Like,
yeah.
You know, damage isn't the greatest sort of way to tell who did the best in the game, but...
yeah, it was probably the biggest gap in terms of impact this game as well in the mid lane.
Like, I wish I took more notice of the damage. He might have done more by himself than the entire side of J Team.
Yeah, he may have.
Because, yeah, he did like 41k. He did 48% of his team's damage.
Yeah.
So almost did all of his team's damage combined.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Kongwei, good game as well.
It's Ryu, the MVP. Did fine in a hard matchup.
I mean, he did a serviceable Cassante job.
Then he showed up to team fights and had more impact than his counterpart, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, and he was always at the fight at the right time, whereas Lakai was pretty much always late.
Yeah.
There was not really many fights there, which is weird to say about Lakai. Usually we credit him for how strong he is at, you know, being at the team fight at the right
once
time,
he's out of
right
lane,
place. Really, really strong at that aspect of the game. This game, he had a really good lane phase for himself, but kind of slacked when it came down to the team fights. Look at 116's damage. I know it was
just one shots.
I know it's a Ryu highlight, but
and here,
everyone's loads.
This is where you baits out the Rumble ulti too. Baits out Rel ulti as well and just leaves. Leaves his team in a very good spot to just hit this dragon. He can go recall and TP now as well.
Yeah.
And I believe this was for Soul, even. So
yeah, I
kind
do
of single-handedly
think so as well.
won them the Soul here with this nice play.
It's another one of those games with Kalista, by the way, where completely fine, didn't do anything wrong, but just does no damage over the course of the game. I think we saw last split as well. Fing always picked it, and then he would like always to have a good score and be doing well, but it's just like you actually get to auto attack so little.
Yeah, out of lane, Kalista feels more like a utility champ these days.
Yeah.
He was able to save Cha9 with the Kalista ulti
a lot,
so many times. Very good usage of the Kalista ulti.
Great all out there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just serviceable.
Yeah, we got a little double highlight for Ryu there.
Nobody on West Point played poorly. They could have all got the MVP. Ultimately, I just think as soon as I saw that damage graph,
had to be.
It was like, well, I mean, like 48% of your team's damage. That is quite about as close to your entire team's damage put together as it comes. I mean, pretty insane amount of damage coming out, and it's 116's way.
Yeah, it's probably still our best way.
Yeah, the absolute wizard of Hawaii, that guy. I think he was the first one to pull it out, or anyway, the first one to be impressive with it in any case. Of course, that's the series done. We are going to go to an interview. This one's with Lil V and Patty. Please do enjoy.
Hello to the fans first. 欢迎来到今天的赛后采访。我们邀请到的是 WP 的 AD 选手小 V， 请小 V 先跟大家打声招呼吧。
大家好，我是 WP 的 AD 小 V。
So you guys actually won your first win in the 2024 PCS Summer season. How do you feel after today's win? 今天是你们第一场在 PCS 2024夏季赛获得的胜利，赢下来之后心情如何？
就特别开心嘛，因为今天算是我们打的也蛮好的一场内容，然后特别是因为对手是 J Team， 所以能赢其实是更开心的。我们可能等下就去庆功宴的，虽然我们可能只赢了一场，但我们等下可能要去庆功宴一下。
I'm very happy about today's win because even though it's our first win, it's against JT. I'm very happy about it. We're probably going to go celebrate after today's game, and our whole team are going to go celebrate. So actually, you guys were almost able to make it in the couple of games before this game, but today was your first win. How important do you think this win is to you? 在这场比赛之前，其实有几场比赛你都几乎快要获胜了，但是今天是你们完成这个目标的第一场胜利。这个目标有多重要？就是赢下这场比赛对你们来说有多重要？
因为其实我们上路跟辅助算是新人吧，然后我们中路跟打野之前已经配合过，然后加上我本身已经1年半没有在职业就是高强度的训练，就这场比赛的获胜也大幅的提高我们团队的信心吧，因为他们春季赛也没赢过，主要是这个队伍，但总是要赢一场，然后他们有信心，可能之后会打得更顺这样。
So our top and support are actually new, and our mid jungle actually played before, but they're not that familiar with each other. And for me, I rested for 3 seasons, so I think our team is kind of new and still cooperating with each other, learning with each other and training together. And we're improving slowly. But I feel like this win is actually really important for us, for our confidence as a whole team. So actually, before the season started, you said that your goal this season is to win JT. Now you won. Do you have anything you want to say? 在这个赛季开始之前，其实你有说过，就是你这个赛季的目标就是要打败 JT。现在赢了之后有什么获胜感言吗？
就是做到了，很开心，然后谢谢支持我们的粉丝吧。然后，但就是这只是一场例行赛的 BO3，我们之后还会遇到，然后我们也会继续赢。对。
So I'm very happy that I made our goal, and thank you for the fans for supporting me and our team. So this is our first win, and we're going to try to win more games from now on. So actually, you rested for 3 seasons before coming back to pro. Do you have anything you want to say to the audiences? 在这个赛季之前，你休息了3个赛季，然后回来打比赛，有没有什么话想要对我们的观众说的？
就是可以看到，就是来重新回来打比赛，其实很开心，因为打比赛蛮好玩的，然后也还有那么多支持我们的粉丝，然后特别希望我们赢JT的粉丝啊，或是什么的，就是谢谢大家的加油吧，我们会继续努力的。
I'm very happy coming back and seeing all the fans supporting me, and thank you for supporting us and winning JT and all that, for all your support throughout my career, and we're going to try to win more games from now on. Thank you so much for the interview, and congratulations for your win. 再次恭喜你们获得今天比赛的胜利。我们把镜头转回主播台。
Thank you for the interview and
You say it's been 3 years.
Yeah, since he last played.
That's incredible. He's
That's
performing very well.
He
and
is.
Clearly improving.
Yeah, I mean the team in general.
Yeah.
Obviously, adding Kongyue, a big reason.
Yeah,
why.
and 116.
Yeah. I mean, 116 was here for the start of the split, but I mean, during the duration of this split alone, the addition of Kongyue, I think.
Yeah, massive pickup. Yeah.
And the next match, I want to talk about it because I've been waiting for this the entire split.
Karsa versus Junjia.
Yeah.
Our 2 best junglers we get to see.
Our 2 best carry junglers for sure.
Yeah.
A bit of Sejuani and Mankai being played by them recently.
I'm
hoping we're not seeing any of that.
I want to see Zyra, Karthus, Brand, Zyra.
I think we should talk though that it's also probably our 2 best carry top laners now.
Yeah, true.
Driver and RJ.
And ADCs.
Yeah.
And support.
I mean, just the 2 best damn teams that we have. We're going to go to a quick break. When we are back though, CFO versus PSG. This one's for all the marbles. See you very shortly.
旅客何淑慧，华航直飞西雅图的班机即将准备登机。
China Airlines passenger Michael Chen. Your direct flight to Seattle is now ready for boarding.
华航直飞西雅图，7月14正式起航。
好想吃花雕鸡面啊，可是下班。
阿嬷，加班也能来碗酒香补一补哦。
就是这味道，
这碗花雕鸡面帮你补身又补心，
好满足哦。
还有麻油鸡面，赶走你疲累的寒意。要不要再来碗花雕酸菜牛肉面？暖心酒香的丰盛美味，台酒酒香经典系列。
难得皇上莅迎蒙古，臣等备好贡品向皇上进献。
好想吃哦！
特此献上，此为酒香蒙古锅牛肉面，
就是这味道，浓郁的汤头为牛豚骨风味，还有孜然香，淋上5加皮料理酒，更有层次。这真是宫廷御膳顶级享受。
台酒御膳堂酒香蒙古锅牛肉面。
Got tonight. so jump on it. Come on, I know you want it. Raise them glasses to the sky. It's our time, we own the night. We got tonight to be happy. Let's take our time and be happy. Come on, baby, won't you dance with me? Say, ooh la la, I like the way it feels. Ooh la la, don't be shy now, let me say, ooh la la, I like the way it feels. Ooh la la, this is what we came to do. Ooh la la, eh. We came to party. Ooh la la, eh. We came to party. Ooh la la, we came to party. We la la, this is what we came to do. Come on, baby, don't be shy. Come on, 'cause you and I, we own the night. We gon' take it slowly, right up to the morning. You know it. Come on, baby, won't you dance with me? Say, ooh la la, I like the way it feels. Ooh la la, don't be shy now, let me say, ooh la la, I like the way it feels. Ooh la la, this is what we came to do. Ooh la la, eh. We came to party. Ooh la la, eh. We came to party. Ooh la la, fighting from the ground. 'Cause I can take this pain. It's changing me. I will rise up to the moment and I won't stay the same. It's my decree. It's burning like a flame. I'm coming to train. I'm coming your way. Your way. Thunder with the rain. I'm flooding the game. Start running away. Away. Battle through the pain. And storming the game. I'm storming your way. Your way. And I won't stay the same as my decree. I'm no immortal, but my fire will never die. They take me for a fool, I'm taken for a ride. The more my feet are battered, the more I'm taken down. The more they think I'm innocent, I'm fighting from the ground. 'Cause I can take this pain, it's changing me. I will rise up to the moment and I won't stay the same. It's my decree. It's burning like a flame. I'm coming to train. I'm coming your way. Your way. Thunder with the rain. I'm flooding the game. Start running away. Away. Battle through the pain. And storming the game. I'm storming your way. Your way. And I won't stay the same as my decree.
Welcome back, everybody. It is time. It is time. Now I have a question.
Go on.
Straight into it.
Yeah.
You
prediction.
feeling fresh, ready, revitalized? Surely.
Yeah. So
CFO
we
PSG.
actually had some questions on the way here about CFO's lineup.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Saw some little hints on Twitter.
Yeah, some rumors spreading that we might see a new mid laner for CFO, so I will withhold my prediction until we've seen the lineups. But as things stand, I'm leaning towards PSG. They just look a little more solid.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like Driver's fully found his place on CFO yet as a carry top laner. We haven't seen him take over games completely the way he would on Beyond. Doesn't really have to on CFO.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Let me interject.
What are you freaking out about?
Betty Shun is our 1v1.
Yeah, that's honestly not that surprising, just because ADCs seem so broken.
Yeah, but like, this is exciting, no? Like usually it's like, you know, a top laner and then an AD carry or something. Like even mid laners, you know, playing the AD carry. But we've got two of who are possibly our best AD carries, probably almost certainly.
Yeah.
Our two best AD carries going head to head in a 1v1 on Summoner's, Howling Abyss.
Yeah.
I don't think Betty's lost yet as well.
Now, Betty's looked very good. He probably should have lost a couple.
Yeah, that 116 Callista versus Callista where he lost first blood and
Yeah,
somehow
he was just down a full
won
item
back.
and somehow just won. Yeah, that was incredible. This matchup, if it was being played by two scripts, Caitlyn should win, just because she has slightly more range than the Varus. But Varus does do a lot more damage in trades.
Yeah, he is an absolute stat stick of an 80 carry.
Yeah, is vulnerable to being kited. Nice Q from Shun. Procs' bone plating there.
Yeah, I feel like once we hit level 6, it becomes easier for Varus. I mean, obviously...
Yeah, no cleanse on this Caitlyn is very bold.
Yeah, and no flash. I mean, it is literally, if you get hit by Chain of Corruption, you probably lose. You just probably die straight up.
Yeah, I mean, there's no flash for Betty to follow up if you can get enough distance. But yeah, it's going to be very hard.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you think this 1v1 was played 2 weeks ago?
It might have been, yeah.
Because they would have had to have played it prior to the series, right? So the series was supposed to be 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, because we don't actually play them live, right?
Yeah,
the 1v1s? Yeah.
They played, I think, the day before.
Oh, so this was certainly played already.
Yeah, but they could have, like, redone it, maybe. But I guess that would have been unfair to whoever won.
Yeah, I would think you'd just go with the original.
Yeah, I do too. So whoever lost has had a lot of time to dwell on that emotion. For the better or worse, you know, maybe use it as
yeah, I
fuel.
guess we'll see what we've been dealing with if we're Shun or Betty.
Betty getting the better. Oh, I was saying better of the trade. Actually dodges out of the 90
nice
caliber
Q.
net while charging the Q.
No, he dodged the Q. He got hit by the net.
Yeah, I mean, he was charging his Q when he...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the net hit him, the Q didn't.
Right.
But
So,
yeah,
so
same
he just
deal.
double slowed.
Nice dodge from Betty. Trades a lot of damage back onto Shun.
Yeah, I'm worried about Betty's tower. I never, like... You know, it doesn't feel like the honorable way to win this 1v1, but... yeah, that is a thing you have to worry about when you're against a Caitlyn. Oh, level 6 is coming through.
Should just hit R here.
Yeah, Betty is winning the health trade for sure.
Shun just takes it back.
He might just be getting this health. Yeah, okay, I was going to say, you surely just hit this before you go. Although it probably just doesn't matter if you're matching recalls.
I am surprised Betty doesn't use his barrier there. He definitely has to base now. That's going to be another plate for Shun.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of items for Shun.
Betty with tabbies now.
An extra wave of, you know, these minions that give you a lot more gold and a plate as well. I mean, yeah, plate of steel caps makes sense against the Caitlyn.
Yeah, even at this point in the game, Caitlyn is doing most of her damage with right clicks. And becomes more true.
Betty doesn't go back to full, he just is okay with what he has.
Shun picks up tabbies too, but does get a pickaxe for himself, so recall definitely favors him. But he can get a recall here now.
Yeah, and he got 200 and something gold from that cannon. I think likely should be going towards the Blade of the Ruin King, so probably a Vamp Scepter or a Recurve Bow. Recurve Bow it is.
Oh, it's PTA Caitlyn. I didn't even notice. Usually it's just always Fleet on this champion. But in the 1v1, Shun wants a little more damage. Caitlyn sounds.
Caitlyn, yeah. Who has the best sounds in League, do you think?
I like Jin.
Yeah, Jin's pretty cool. He just says numbers a lot of the time.
Smooth voice. Plating proc for Betty. Shun actually didn't opt for it.
My favorite voice is Corky.
Oh, yeah. Give us a Corky impression then.
No, I can't. I'm focused, sorry.
Oh, okay.
You gotta pay for that.
Yeah, this time Betty...
Oh, I felt like he almost did that too early.
Yeah, almost. But yeah, should barrier there just so he can stay in lane. But is just playing without his barrier now.
Yeah, I still think if he lands a Chain of Corruption, he probably still wins that.
Yeah, those headshots not doing a lot.
Yeah, that was... I thought he was about to get hit for like a couple hundred. It looked like it did less than 100 nearly.
Yeah, that was horrible. It's just tabbies is that good. Shun is trying to bait the Varus ulti here so he can net out of it. Would be very nice for him if...
I mean, tough 1v1
Betty wastes that.
for Betty. I mean, it's just kind of constant pressure on your tower.
Yeah, you're outrange, you're outwave clear. Caitlyn is the queen of bot lane. Lane bullies for a reason.
Yeah.
We don't see her so much these days, but... Anytime it's a range support meta, you'll probably see some Caitlyn.
Yeah, or if you get those sort of mage bot laners. Okay, Betty. He's just going to get the Sum trade.
Yeah. Actually does get the barrier out of Shun, but Shun's ulti will be up soon, so Betty can't even really stay. Decides to.
Yeah, I think this is really risky. The longer you stay, the more you're at risk of Caitlyn just taking your tower.
Yeah, and also just ulting you. A Q and ulti kills him from this HP, even through the wave.
Oh, this
He's
is
just
bad.
dead. He's lost. Yeah, I think it's lost. Yeah. Even saves the headshot, does Shun.
Yep. Betty just laughing in his player cam. I mean, this is, yeah.
Yeah, pretty unplayable. Well
Yeah,
played by Shun.
I mean, not an honorable win, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and honestly, Betty didn't play poorly, dodging 90 caliber nets, but Shun was landing a lot of the Caitlyn Qs.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely well played by Shun. And that's one thing I guess you have to consider when you go into these 80 carry versus 80 carry matchups is the
And
tower damage.
It was actually Betty and Woody who were playing the Caitlyn Lux last split.
Yeah, they were.
The only team doing it.
They were insane at it.
Yeah. So he's won with Caitlyn against a very good Caitlyn.
Yep.
Betty actually got a penta last split.
Yeah, it's Caitlyn, yeah,
The
yeah.
only guy playing Caitlyn.
So it is going to be CFO with side selection. As they come up on your screen, it will be Gory, but Driver, Casa, Gory, Shun, and Sword Art.
Yeah, okay, rumors of substitutes for CFO?
I think he is now their substitute. I think that's sort of what it's about, is he finally became of age.
Right, and he's the official sub, yeah.
It's their academy mid laner called Honkyu. He's very, very respected over in the PCL, which is the minor league of the PCS.
Yeah, it should be exciting to see him. Hard to start on one of these teams, though.
Yeah, apparently he's sort of thought of as like the most exciting person to wait for from the PCL.
Okay.
Like the most exciting rookie to anticipate, but we just recently got Jiang.
Yeah.
So if this guy is
It's a
more
lot to live up
anticipated
to.
than Yi Jiang, that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, he'd have to be very good. Fair enough to not just throw him straight to the Wolves and put him in against PSG.
Yeah, actually, good
Could
point.
honestly be long-term confidence hurting for an up-and-coming player.
At least he won.
Yeah, I mean, if he won Faker style, just beat the best mid in the league on your debut.
True. Nidalee versus Kazakh solo kill. What
Bring
is
back
it?
those mid lane matchups.
True. The old
Nidalee
Kazakhs mid.
Kazakhs.
I used to love playing Kazakhs mid,
Yeah, because
man.
it was broken. You just rush a tier, max W.
Yep. Evolve E.
Yeah, you're just a poke champ.
Those were the days. Those were the days. And it was back when you like your E, you'd get like Ravenous Hydra or whatever, and your E would proc it, and you just take down an entire minion wave immediately.
Oh.
The good old days, man.
Yeah.
Then you used to have matchups like Kazakh Zed. Oh,
Yeah,
it was so
that'd be
cool back then.
I miss Zed.
Same, he's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Really, really obnoxious to verse.
Yeah, I don't miss playing against him.
Head to head, yeah, of course.
No
Only these two
surprises.
junglers. I mean, just easily the two best carry junglers in the league.
Yeah, and both these guys, the only thing stopping us from calling them the undisputed best is their counterpart.
Yeah,
the
legit.
guy on the opposite side of them. So we will get to see here. Maybe.
I think Casa has the record at 2 minutes 59 for fastest clear, and that was on Zyra.
Okay.
And I think Junjia has the second fastest clear, which is also on Zyra, or maybe it was on Karthus.
He has a 3-minute Karthus clear.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Well, 665's first. What a
Yeah,
beast.
on Karthus.
But yeah, oh my, they're actually all just 1 second apart. Damn.
Week 1, day 1, game 1. 665 just set the pace, and no one's beaten him.
Damn.
These champs have been nerfed, is the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. Well, I mean, Zyra hasn't.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Zyra,
be surprised if some of her items got nerfed. I
not,
don't think
not on this
Black...
patch.
Yeah.
And the only item that matters is those ashes.
Yeah, the Blackfire Torch component.
Yeah, what is it called? Fated Ashes. Fated Ashes. They haven't been nerfed.
Yeah.
Which makes me believe that, like, I mean, this is a whole patch in advance. Probably shouldn't be focusing on it, but if Fated Ashes haven't been nerfed and all the good current AP junglers have been nerfed, are we about to see some Morgana?
Oh god, I remember Morgana jungle.
Yeah.
Because it's such a good champion if you can fit it into your comp.
Yeah.
It's so insane to have a Morgana, but usually you just can't get away with laning it anywhere.
Now, Nidalee going to be banned up against Ginger. Makes a lot of sense. This guy has been performing extremely well.
Yeah, hopefully not too many jungle bans, though. We want to see carry versus carry here.
Yeah, don't give me Skarner versus Sejuani, man.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot Junjia's been playing jungle Skarner. He's the only person doing it.
Yeah.
Wonder if it's still justifiable after the nerfs. Like, is Skarner that high of a priority? We pick him early and flex him.
Oh, the red side.
Obligatory
Rumble ban.
Used to be an obligatory Skarner ban.
Yeah, that was like week 1 though, and then we started picking Mord into it and solo dying.
Yeah. PSG. ROM ban is very interesting by CFO, but
Yeah, I mean,
with all the ADCs everyone's playing, it makes sense.
it also does well into all the engaged supports.
Sin banned away for PSG.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, wasn't it? It was CFO versus PSG last time when Casa just had
put on a clinic.
the most ridiculous Lee Sin game you've ever seen.
Yeah. Constantly finding kicks, never dying, stealing objectives. Speaking of good jungle champions, Vi is an amazing champion for Junjia. And that will be taken away.
Yeah, true.
Now, will it just be another jungle ban for PSG? Tristana is open.
Technically, there are currently 4 jungles banned because Junja did play Rumble jungle.
That's true.
Right, Corki's taken away. Wait, does that not just mean we
First pick
Giga
Tristana.
insta-lock Tristana?
Tristana, and then you're against Hui.
Oh, this would be unique.
Ashe is also available. Ezreal. I mean, at what point this split, we were thinking Ezreal's a worthy first pick.
Some players make him look like a worthy first pick.
Yeah.
Shun and Betty, possibly 2 of those players. Actually, just definitely.
Yeah, Renekton just insta-locked by Driver is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I feel like Arja's going to be completely fine with that. And now PSG just get to have their opportunity to play the Tristana. Now, Scory seems like he's more likely to pick Yone into it. Oh, here we go. All right, we're going.
Zyra,
2 minute 58. Time to beat.
Zyra Tristana should be.
Yeah, I think... Well, I mean, now you've picked Zyra, yeah, you should just pick the Tristana. Unless you want to pick Yone for some reason.
I mean,
blind.
if you pick Trist, you're just going to be against Hui, but I don't really get the alternative.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Hui's like good at neutralizing Tristana. It doesn't actually just beat her.
Yeah.
It just means that Trist can't really ever jump on you and feel like you're just going to kill her. But
I actually really like the Leona takeaway.
Yeah.
When Zyra's looked at her worse, it's been against these Leonas. Leona Karthus specifically. Brand taken away for
yeah,
Karthus.
Brand was nerfed, of course, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Passive nerf.
Yeah, without any hesitation, just insta-lock Corey's Tristana mid, and now Maple has to find something, probably just the way.
Yeah, I mean, Maple probably doesn't want the way, right? You've got a Zyra. Israel could be mid, could be AD.
Yeah, likely AD, but the matchup should be fine into Tristana, honestly.
Israel's good into Tristana.
Yeah.
Reason being, again, Tristana can't just jump on Israel.
Yeah.
You just E away and...
Yeah, and you return
more
so
damage.
much damage.
Yeah.
Anything that can push Tristana, Ezreal should have a good time matching push as well. Anything that can push Tristana just makes her miserable as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Early game, definitely Tristana pushing faster, but you get a Tear of the Goddess and a little bit of AD behind you, even just a Sheen, and kind of feeling better again. Alistair banned. I mean, you've got the Leona. If you just ban supports here, what are they going to pick? Brom's already taken away, which is good into these melee supports. We ban Rel. I mean, what is Sword Art liked? He's like the Nautilus, like the Rel. Both of those do exist. Probably Rel. I mean, Nautilus next, I imagine.
Yeah, I wonder what Aja's going to take in the top lane. Brand Renekton should be very scary. Might just have to go for a Cassante and hope he's not getting dived.
It could be Udyr.
Yeah, Udyr didn't sit right with me just because, I mean, the Renekton empowered W can just take off his entire...
Yeah, the shield.
His empowered shield.
You can kind of just not shield until
He's
after
W'd,
that, right?
yeah.
Because a lot of the time in lane, Renekton's actually not that good at all-inning until he has ult. And so a lot of the early game in lane, he's just trying to empower the Q for health.
Yeah. Yeah, should be fine 1v1. I'm just worried about Udyr surviving the dives versus Cassante.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting dove as Udyr. I don't think his wave's ever at his tower.
Yeah, that's true. Just the priority on Udyr might make it a non-viable.
It could just be the honorable Jax.
Oh, this will be a cool matchup to watch top.
It is, yeah, very much. I mean, or it could be... I mean, we have to have an AD mid if this gets locked in.
Yeah, and I don't know what you're taking to Triss. I guess Yone has been the go-to.
Oh, this could just, yeah. The RJ tried and tested Twisted Fate.
Well, this is definitely getting dived.
I mean, Renekton can't push TF, so... It does mean, I think, that Ginger is going to have to spend a bit of time top just to make sure any ganks can't come through. But, yeah, no, Renekton can't push against Twisted Fate.
Yeah, now Maple has to find something to play, assuming he's not just TF mid.
Oh, it could be, yeah. He has played the AD TF mid.
Zeri versus Ezreal matchups.
But... I mean, this still could just be Ezreal mid.
Yeah.
I'm still not sold exactly on what we're getting here out of our... Could this be brand support?
Could be.
Well, I'm not going to guess who's going where anymore.
I personally wouldn't play it into Leona. Kind of asking for trouble.
Yeah, but early lane's going to feel real good.
Yeah, it might be Maokai support instead.
Yeah, it could be. It's something we've seen Sword Art play before, of course. But we also did see Sword Art play Zyra support, so I'm not willing to lock in exactly yet. And it looks like Ezreal will be the mid laner, based on the hovers.
Yeah, what are you hovering a bunch of ADCs?
Oh, lock that in. I love watching Kai'Sa, man. Alright, it's Misfortune.
Oh, cool. Yeah, okay. I didn't actually expect to see any MF. This champ usually needs a lot of buffs to be viable.
Yeah, it's usually either the best or the worst AD in the game.
Yeah, and usually she warps the entire meta around her just because of her ulti and her strong lane phase.
True, yeah. You just start to see your Mumus and Jarvans become the best jungler.
Yeah.
I want to see a Mumu maybe with the Faded Ashes.
I mean, if anyone gets Leona ulted this game on the side of CFO, they're insta-dead.
I mean, there is just a TF card.
Yeah,
that's
as well.
The same job.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can't really take cleanse mid on Corey, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I swear mid lane is just like
mandatory
married to teleport.
Yeah, even top feels like they don't have to take it as often.
Yeah, I mean TF is kind of, you know, he's got his ult, but
yeah, you can go Ghost Flash. There's some Ignite.
Yeah.
Ignite matchups, like with Rumble, we see Ignite Flash sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. Just lanes that never lose top, you can get away with not having teleport because your back timings are always fine.
Yeah, if you never lose a trade, you never actually have to take a bad recall.
I mean, here we go. This is a very different look on the meta from what we saw last game.
Oh, I'm so excited for MF, actually.
Really?
One of my favorite ADCs.
I was hoping to see Kai'Sa.
Yeah, I love MF.
Kai'Sa's my favorite.
MF is just so satisfying to play, especially if the build is Q-Max.
When you just sit in lane and try and
bounce,
cure backline minion.
Yeah.
Cast a minion.
That's usually the build with lethality MF, and then the right-click crit MFs will go W max. It kind of depends on the strength of the spells.
Yeah, so recently with MF's buff, she has been seeing some play in solo queue, and generally you rush Bloodthirster.
Yeah, that would make sense to max W then. Let's see what Betty goes for. They actually clear a ward for Driver, which feels pretty good.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, he can play in these bushes now.
Arja does still have his ward.
Yeah.
But of course you kind of need to use that in River. Or even get an early push and use it in
If I'm Karsa this game, I'm running straight top.
Yeah, he kind of can't. Renekton can't follow up. Twisted Fate's going to be so safe.
Yeah, it is a champ we expect to see get ganked more, but he's usually against things like a Cassante or Skarner, who can't, you know, set up ganks on him as well as a Renekton can.
Yeah, but I just think, like, for Renekton to set up a gank, you kind of have to use Flash, and for the Flash to work, Arja kind of has to be slow on reacting to what's happening.
Yeah. I wouldn't have even hated to see Cleanse on Arja this game, but
I think it might be unnecessary. The Ghost feels so good at
yeah, it's just so strong. Yeah, Ghost is just too strong, I think. Oh wow, Junjia is getting away with murder here. He's just randomly walked up to these rafters and one-shot the camp.
Yeah, this is the price that was paid for sending two people top to clear out that ward.
Yeah, and now Junjia can just go back to his jungle,
but
insta-clear it.
He cannot contest for the 2-minute 58 though, which
that's gone for both junglers now. it's actually quite rare we get to see, you know, just a
clear.
full clear.
Yeah, it is exceedingly rare, actually.
Maple doing quite well in the mid lane, as expected.
Yeah, this
I think
is
we
a good
saw
matchup.
this matchup in the 1v1.
Yeah, was it Chris Carter? It feels like it was Chris Carter.
I can't remember who was on the Ezreal, but it looked very Ezreal-sided. I think it's Chi-Chi. Or was Chi-Chi on
In
Triss?
mid lane?
Oh, no, I mean in the 1v1s. Like the pre-game 1v1s.
Oh, right.
I feel like we did see this exact matchup.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we saw it last week. Oh, not last week, the week before.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, though. Who's able to remember that?
Driver's HP getting kind of low.
Has to be careful because RG could just ghost and run this guy down. I mean, that's... Yeah, this driver's dead now. He just used both slice
He'll
and
have
dice.
to flash. I think he's okay.
He didn't?
Oh, he doesn't even have to flash. Wow. Well played by Driver, knowing exactly his limit there.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is the wave state. What's it looking like?
He at least has TP, so shouldn't stress about it too much. Looks like Karsa will get this crab. If he wants to catch up to Junjia, he'll have to get the second crab too, which seems like a stretch.
He's first down there. It looks like his bot may have priority, although Gory's being looked at.
Maple's really low mana.
Yeah, but Maple does find massive trade. Gory now extremely low. I mean, what? I'm not sure what that trade really means for this state of the game. I mean, it is just going to be this...
I think it gets a little bit scary in this lane for Gory now.
Yeah.
I think Karsa's just going to come help him, because Ezreal lands W, yeah, like that. If Karsa's not here, that might be Gory's sums loss. Okay, Maple got a little advantage for himself. Oh,
Shun. Looks like he was found by the Zenith Blade as this advance also used, and all the base damage coming through from this Misfortune feeling pretty good, but
yeah,
ultimately trade fairly even.
Yeah, one thing I will say about MF right now too is that she really hated playing against Lethal Tempo because she's so bad in a long trade and so good in a short trade. So the matchups might just be very good for her in the bot lane now. This used to be a very different matchup when Zeri could take Lethal Tempo.
Yeah, true.
You could really threaten a kill onto Woody in those situations because you're not returning much damage in the extended fight as MF.
Ooh, nice sidestep by Gory.
Yeah, Maple's still trading fine.
Yeah, crazy that the W misses and it's an even trade.
Yeah.
And just the second Essence Flux is off cooldown, he's just throwing it out.
Yeah. Doing a good job of keeping Prio as Gory, though.
Yeah, we'll be able to do that until there's a bit of items coming through from Ezreal. Once your Q starts to actually do a bit of damage, you are able to push faster.
Yeah, finds Junjia. Shun is going to get a lot of solo XP on this wave. Well played for him to be here off of a recall so quickly.
Yeah, just skirting through the wall, I suppose.
It's a small bit ahead of Betty. Ori getting a lot of love in the mid lane. It's something we've been seeing CFO do a lot better lately. Just showing up to make sure Gory's lane is
We're diving
okay.
top. Oh, Driver used Slice and Dice. And he's stunned.
Woody in range.
And he's stunned again. He
Oh,
does
nice
get his
flash.
flash off to get away from the root, however. But that is his flash and his ult used. Junjia able to sidestep away from that brand Q.
Here's Sword Art
Sword
with
Art.
flash.
Dominus
Risky,
running
though.
out. As soon as Dominus is done, this is a very scary team fight for CFO.
Yeah, Brandstone is on cooldown now. Sword Art has to be careful. Where is everyone going? Driver will
Wait,
pick up the
Karsa is
fruit.
not going to be as sneaky as he thought he might be.
Yeah, Zyra Plant's so good for vision. It's just a 3v3 standoff here.
Yeah,
Mid is
lane
here
is
first
not-
for CFO.
Yeah, mid's coming now. Maple has to be a little bit careful while approaching. This should be at least one Void Grub picked up. As PSG aren't quite willing to give up yet. And
Nice Ezreal
oh,
ulti.
yeah, okay. Destiny
Oh.
coming through. Driver, no ultimate, remember. Slice and Dice used. And it's Sword Art who's paying the price at the moment. 1 HP does flash away, but it's first blood here for Arja. Driver as well, no flash, and he pulls out the gold card immediately. Does Arja, and he's just chasing him down. Maple lands the Essence Flux, gets the auto attack, but not the Q. But Arja with the double kill up on top side, though. Gory picks up a kill. Stun as well, connects here onto Junjia, who's trying to find the damage back. Dodges out of the Q. And Arja might just be on for a triple. No, Maple will claim that one for himself.
Ori.
Flash over the wall. Arja under the tower, does have the
No
ghost
stun.
popped now. He's going to build up. Stack deck now available. He's looking for the trade. One auto tech reset might just do it. Maple, though, he's here. Can he land the Essence Flux? It's all that's needed. Maybe not. Oh, and he fires off the flash, and he's going to commit to this tower. Probably better, actually, to give it over to Sword Art, but nonetheless. I mean, 4-2 was the end result of that. 2 kills for RJ, 2 kills for Maple. And things feeling pretty good here for the side of CFO.
Yeah, PSG kind of picked them apart in that fight. Just managed to have numbers on both sides of the fight somehow. And it's an engage onto driver. I think it's really just Sword Art who messes up this 4v4 for CFO. He needs to flash now. Probably onto this Twisted Fate if he's flashing. Ends up just flashing away and goes down to an auto from Aja. Does nothing in this fight and leaves this team in a 3v4. Corey's barely able to kill Woody once he commits his flash. Yeah. But still, it takes so long to kill Woody compared to Sword Art. And then Karsa looked like he's about to 1v9 this fight, but this W... Junjia. What a dodge. No boots as well, I'm pretty sure, on Junjia. Maybe he has short shoes. No. No boots, just got out of that.
Fancy feet working out there as...
Look at top CS.
Yeah, wait, yeah, what?
I'm not really sure what's happened, but Aja's still fine with 2 kills.
Yeah, he's got 2 kills. It barely matters the CS is bad. He's up a lot of items.
Yeah. Yeah, and TF feels so good in these multiple, triple ADC metas because you're against triple ADC and you have to build Merc Treads every game. A lot of attention in the bot lane.
Rory finding himself a good trade, although slightly evened up.
Caulfield's Warhammer picked up by Betty.
Falls into play, connects, and he gets the Q as well, but Rory with a nice buffer. Oh, Castle eventually finishes up the Void Grubs.
Yep, will be 3 Void Grubs ultimately for CFO. So you're feeling okay about that. You hate to give 2 kills to the Ezreal and the TF like they did, but... if whatever the shenanigans that happened work out so that your Renekton is somehow up CS, it's fine.
I guess, but you are now down 1.5k gold at 10 minutes against PSG.
Yeah, never exactly where you want to be.
Betty, and he's just slowly... Wait, what's he building? That's not Bloodthirster. Caulfields.
I think the biggest winner of this lane state, or I guess map state so far, has probably been Shun, if anything. MF is such a strong laner, and he's gotten to just kind of passively 1v1 lane against her. Is dropping a little CS because she's a strong champion.
Oh, RJ with a 6th sense realized he's getting 4-manned without Void Grubs being up here.
Yeah, and Shun is here to take some plates as well. How low is this bot lane tower, though, for the side of CFO?
What? I'm a little confused about this. Here comes the teleport from...
Yeah, this is too much CS, yeah.
But, I mean, from that, now Betty's just up 10 CS.
Yeah.
And a bunch of plates.
Yeah, you're down a teleport as well for CFO.
Yeah, I mean, PSG just winning pretty hard, right? Like, they targeted TF, they made him lose a bit of CS, but ultimately he's 2-0.
He's also just Twisted Fate. So even when we've seen Twisted Fate get shut down, and like, I mean, I think there was a game where we saw Evie in playoffs with 5 CS per minute on the TF, and it just didn't matter.
Yeah, he just eventually was just so strong anyway. Shun might just have to flash. Cleanse comes out, but it's too late. Maybe. Oh, he's dead. RJ picks that up. What perplexing series of macro plays out of CFO.
Yeah, lost both Sums on the Zeri too, and just left up here to die.
Yeah, they 4-man rotate into the top side to leave Zeri alone to get Dove.
Yeah.
While Betty just 1v0's bot. And it looks like he's going for the Essence Reaver.
Yeah, completed now. And it won't be Static Shift completed for Shun, which is very depressing.
I mean, they were 1.5k gold down. Now they're 2.5k gold down, almost.
Yeah, just off of a bad map
almost
play.
2, I suppose. But yeah, weird. Very, very strange. Uncharacteristic, I think, out of CFO.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, they're still not out of this game. They did pick up the first 3 Void Grubs. Any alone time they get with towers is going to feel good. And yeah, Betty just lost his entire health bar. Does have to be careful of a potential dive, as Buster Shot might just almost single-handedly take him down.
Yeah, no BT. No BT on this MF means, yeah, he's going to have to chug this refillable.
I thought S3 was sucked. Maybe I'm wrong.
I thought so too.
I mean...
Is it even a Sheen item anymore? It's
no,
not,
it's
right?
not. Now it's just every auto attack you get mana back, but like... I guess, yeah, Misfortune struggles with mana, but...
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, we'll see. I never really see anyone build it, so...
You'll see what kind of damage Betty puts out in these fights. You do like crit AD and mana on MF.
Yeah, and it's nice that it doesn't have any mana component. You're not actually building mana.
Yeah. Yeah, always feels terrible in lane.
Oh, nice smite by
Steal.
Jinjia. Here comes that.
Oh,
Destiny actually was
interrupted.
interrupted, yeah. It is going to be Driver who's able to stop that one there with his Empowered W or just regular W.
Yeah, you
even.
might have been able to turn that around if you're CFO, but Karsa actually used his ulti to try secure the crab.
Base junglers.
I've seen junglers do
worse.
Yeah, do worse for the crab.
That blabber play.
Yeah.
That one, was it MSI or something?
Crabber.
Another infamous clip. Alright, looks like with that, of course, no Pyroclasm means almost certainly these Void Grubs are PSGs. Oh yeah, Archie just getting a little bit greedy with his positioning.
Yeah. Yeah, Driver doesn't even have to flash onto him to stop it.
Yeah, he stopped it, and then as soon as he stopped it, did not bother using another ability, just running away, because there's a good chance he just gets, you know, charged down his
Yeah, he's down
lane.
a full item. Or half an item. He's got a Phage against a Kraken Slayer.
Yeah. Yeah, we did
Terrifying
not
for me.
keep...
Asha did Ghost, though. At some point.
Yeah, maybe that's why Driver's so low on health. He probably, at that stage, ghosted, as I really want to look at top, as I just saw two people flash. Driver is going to get away. Ginger, Driver trading their flashes.
Yeah, commits his flash. Driver doing a great job of just getting out. And now his team has an opportunity to make a play across the map.
Yeah, Leona's here, though. I think Maple probably should be fine.
I think they should go for this with Brand. He is so strong in these situations. Brand
Yeah,
not
no
by ulti.
sums, though. Any sort of wrong tanking of this tower is going to be horrendous. Maple trading aggressively. Xenoblade connects. The rocket jump just in time.
Yeah,
Damn, that was...
Woody flashed as well. Nicely played by Gory. Now Maple has to take a recall and TP in.
Yeah, that's going to be fine for him, though, I suspect.
We'll see if they're
Maybe
willing
this
to
tower
pull the trigger.
goes.
I think bot tower is just dead. PSG have already grabbed top.
Oh, yeah, they got there first.
But
Will be a trade of the dragon, though, so 1-1.
Yeah, they'll grab a dragon and the bot tower, so I think personally that makes up for losing first tower, but now Driver's in trouble.
Yeah.
He can run them a very long way around here. No Royal Eyes on the Zyra yet. He's just out, actually.
Yeah, I think it's better for PSG to just give up on it.
Yeah, nicely
If
played.
you chase
Again,
for too long, there's a better chance that all of CFO just randomly collapse on you, and Maple's bot don't really want to commit your teleport to an uncertain play.
yeah. Driver just doing such a good job of absorbing pressure this game. Karsa, honestly, is the biggest benefactor. He chunks out Woody.
Yeah, Karsa up slightly over Ginger.
Yeah, after a bad start, remember. Maple, very strong.
I mean, doesn't it just suck to be Renekton? Like, just no matter who you're side laning against, it's like, ah.
I mean, he's feeling pretty good about how quickly he's killing his waves. At some point, Betty's just pulled ahead, almost 20 CS now.
Yeah, it was off the back of that weird macro play.
Yeah, yeah. But Shun should be fine to maintain the CS deficit.
Yeah, we'll not be getting mid-prio.
Nah. Static Shiv feels kind of good against MF. You get to proc her strut passive. Reduce her move speed from distance.
Yeah, that's another reason why Bloodthirst is good on MF, right?
Use
Is
your
that
shield,
you
yeah.
just have that shield. It means the strut passive stays on pretty much the entirety of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I like BT, Kraken Slayer, these kind of items, but maybe Betty just building for his ulti with more flat AD.
Yeah, perhaps.
I didn't see which spell he maxed either. Makes a difference. What build
Hopefully
you
we
wanna go
hover
for.
over him in the near future and we'll be able to see.
I think it'll be Q.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been Q or W, right?
I mean, E when Lethality MF was a thing. Used to max E on lethality MF with Comet, and it was some of the easiest lanes I've ever won in my life.
It's just like what other absurd things were there? Do you remember that when like there was like a few patches where Ashe was just W and you just build full CBR, it was mirror mana and
the ARAM build
items.
The ARAM build just came to the roof. Shun has gotten to spend a lot of time alone, so he's up a level on Betty. Sword Art with his Warmogs completed now. Can look to get a lot more aggressive.
Oh, hold up. Rude onto Driver. This is going to be able to slice and dice and deny a bit of that damage, but scary is teleporting now bot. I mean, Driver's just everywhere.
Yeah, Driver's having a great game, honestly. His score maybe doesn't reflect it, but in terms of impact, no, Aja.
Oh, talking about impact, Aja on the other side.
Oh!
Does actually get a nice stun there, does Karsa, but maybe he's in trouble now. Oh my god, he's just out of range of that bullet time.
Oh, very dead is Karsa.
Oh, hold on, talking about very dead. Woody does get hit by that Pyroclasm, but there's no way to bounce it off. Does get stunned as well, but he's still looking okay. Stun card coming
Driver
through. Driver is arriving, but it's after his support's already taken out by Maple on this Israel. Kind of just pops a Dominus, runs in, realizes there's nothing to do, and runs out with a bunch of sand around him.
Yeah, probably wishes he just shoved this wave and got an even bigger CS lead for him. Really quick play from PSG there, right? As soon as they see the Renekton TP, they immediately force mid. And it's a bit scuffed, but yeah, they get it done. BT now finished for Betty. Rapid fire now on the Twisted Fate. These are giant spikes. And Muramana finished on Ezreal too. So PSG are fiending for a fight now.
Fiending for a fight they are. RJ running a Driver with another gold card.
The Driver experience this game.
I think you can't get away with picking champs like Renekton blind into PSG.
Yeah.
Like, Driver's done about as well as you could ever dream of. And it just feels permanently like he is...
Can't do anything, no
not
agency.
able to do anything,
Yeah, he's made massive plays this game in terms of just like getting out of ganks.
When range tops are so in meta, Renekton is not as strong as when it's just bruises.
Yeah.
Kind of the king of the bruises is the big croc, but
yeah,
not so good against the likes of Vayne, and honestly Zeri's been seeing play now since Zeus played him.
But did he play Zeri top?
Yeah,
I've been watching
now it's just a
Drutoot.
thing. Huh?
I've been watching Drutoot play it a lot.
Yeah.
It's a good matchup into Darius if you ever want to play it. PSG will not be contested on this dragon. As mentioned, they have, look at their item spikes, their 2 item spikes on 3 carries. They're just way too strong. There are 2 items on this Tristana, but that's it for CFO. And
yeah, big 2 items. You can't be understated. Probably one of the biggest spikes in the game would be the Kraken Navori Trist, but maybe one of the only things bigger of a spike is the Triforce Miramana Israel. Hold up, Karsa's in a bad position. Yeah, he doesn't even have his flash. Honestly, even Maple able to land there with his ult, and down will come that Solar Flare, only just going to get flashed away from by Shun, and the chase should be finishing up here.
Do PSG actually threaten this Baron because they're pretending
no jungler against them, and no flash now available. They do have all their important ults, and by that I mean bullet time. It's kind of scary though. I mean, they don't have really any way to deny CFO just walking in with a Nature's Grasp.
Yeah, Gory is now down a level on both ADCs. He catches up now, but he needs to go spend some time in his side lane, I think. Problem is he's against a Twisted Fate, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe he wins against the Twisted Fate, but it's pretty unclear.
Yeah, it'll be hard. Well, not even the TF in the 1v1. It's just if he's 1v on someone else,
away.
yeah, TF just jumps on your head, right?
Yeah.
And I've decided this MF build sucks because she's getting the backline to 1 HP.
True. Maybe needed a collector first.
True. Good collector game.
It actually is, unironically, but
Bunch of HP.
builds out of a BF sword now too.
Yeah, feels much better now. Yeah, build path.
Wonder what he does go next. IE, surely. It has to be. I refuse to believe it's anything
Yeah,
but
it would be
IE.
weird for it to be anything but.
Ghost popped by RJ. This driver using that Dominus pretty much just for the HP. And RJ will be content with that.
Yeah, Ghost for ulti trade.
This
ultimately.
does mean that fight immediately is going to be even better for PSG, as
Yeah.
the Ghost not quite as integral for a team fight as
They might
Dominus.
just run TF straight up here with his ulti.
Yeah, push down this wave and maybe look for something. It is Maple trying to find bits and pieces of poke around this river and topside jungle of CFO, but not really connecting with anything. And without any damage coming through, you can't really threaten the Baron, even with the Dominus down. A Brand and a good Brand ult on top of a Maokai ult could just spell your utmost demise.
Yeah, Brand's still very strong. Has his Rylai's finished now. Karsa's been keeping up fine. And Maokai ult is absolutely devastating for PSG's comp. It's just that they might be a little too ahead for CFO to capitalize how they would want to. There's so much crowd control. We see it all the time. These heavy CC comps, once they're ahead, are so difficult to beat. Because they can just pick any target, really.
I mean, things going pretty well for PSG. 4K is the gold lead, 4.5 even. It's just kind of off better map play. I mean, it's easier to have better map play when you have a Twisted Fate, admittedly.
Yeah.
Especially one that's this accelerated. 3 items to 1.5. Well, I guess 1 2/2 nearly.
Yeah, all that good CSing for Driver just amounted to nothing. He is massively behind.
Yeah, just a 4-0 Twisted Fate that he's trying to clear waves against. Pretty smart by him, though, to go the Stride Breaker, so he is able to just immediately clear out these waves. Blue buff picked up by, seems like CFO. Flash, Solar Flare, not going to connect as Karsa will once again be losing his flash, but here comes that Destiny. Everyone has seen Karsa. He has no flash, but he is on top of a Blast Cone, and that red card is not going to get the job done. But with Karsa now kind of out of action for a little bit, maybe PSG can try and find their way onto a Baron.
TP's still up for both solo laners of CFO, so PSG think better of the Baron and will set up for this dragon now.
They're starting it. All pings were coming down.
Oh. Okay. I have a little Baron flip. Both teams do Baron incredibly quickly.
Yeah, I'm kind of... I don't know who does it quicker. Maybe PSG. They have 4 carry champs,
It's a TF,
actually.
yeah. It's a TF. MF isn't that great, but...
Yeah, that's true. IE will be the next item by the looks of things for the MF, which makes sense. Of course, you do have an attack speed steroid on your W. Yeah, they are just starting the Baron.
Half HP.
Half HP. CFO have no idea. Driver, he's channeling the teleport, but they're not aware that it is already gone.
Yeah, you just have to take Dragon if you're CFO now. You can't even pick...
Yeah, you're really sad that you didn't just stay bot now.
Yeah, may as well have taken the tier 2.
Yeah, no vision. I mean, it's hard, right?
Yeah,
Sapling feels like the only way you could have got vision.
Yeah, they will get the tier 1 mid and the Dragon here, CFO, and then go hide in their base, I assume. Try hold on to these tier 2s. Someone's got to go stop this TF, and it looks like Junji is just running straight top.
Oh, Maple missed the Dragon.
Happens.
Maybe sometimes I just press the minimap with my, like, Israel ults.
Yeah, maybe he thought they just pulled it out further.
No, I mean, like, you know, just recall and you know what's happening, so you just press R on the minimap to like where the dragon is on the minimap.
Yeah, make like a montage if you get the dragon or whatever, and otherwise your ult is back up.
What is Maple building? Okay, he's just got a QSS. He had a Last Whisper and a Null Magic.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a Maw game. QSS makes a bit more sense to me.
Barely any sense.
It's more sense than the Maw. I would have liked to just see the Sorellas, I think.
I think if he's the one getting CC'd, they're probably Giga winning the team fight.
Yeah. Ezreal's so hard to lock down. Gory, once he finishes this IE, though, has probably just crested over the Ezreal power spike and is definitely stronger.
Yeah, but it's less safe.
Yeah. Yeah, less
Soul Flare
safe.
coming down and it lands. It's onto Caster. Bullet time. He is just gone. No chance to move. RJ, though, he's a little bit far up, and Gory going aggressive. Stun comes through. And there's even the Zhonya's here for RJ. It does eventually go down, and it's Shun who claims it. On the backside, though, Betty is just 1v4ing the backline. Shun now trying to kite, won't be able to do so as Maple is able to connect with one of those Ezreal Qs, and just like that, it's an ace for one as PSG march down this bottom lane.
Yeah, and that's why we say MF warps the meta around her. If you can get good CC for this MF, it is just a free kill from perfectly safe range, as you saw Betty pull off there. 6k damage in that fight.
Did he get 4 kills? I swear Betty was just 0-0-0, and now he's 4-0-0.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if he picked up 4 kills in that last fight.
Yeah, I think he might have.
Casa, 0 damage in that last engagement, but...
Just died in the stun.
Yeah, got hit by a solar flare and was punished.
Yeah, I especially like the Leona priority from PSG. They first rotationed it instantly, and it's just so good in these AP jungle metas.
Yeah. Better than the Nautilus, because you can engage from way further.
It just punishes Zyra, Brand, and Karthus. You know, Nidalee gets away with it a little bit. But the other three completely immobile and just go down.
Yeah, and importantly, the one that gets away with it in the Nidalee is far less impactful in the meta than the Zyra and the Brand. So, great drafting.
Yeah, not worried about the Nidalee late game impact.
No, not so much, yeah. I mean, MVP for this game, it feels like it could be anyone. I kind of want it to be Woody.
I feel like
Aja. Yeah, I liked Aja too, but I kind of liked Woody. Like, a lot of that game was...
I liked Betty.
They all played well, yeah. I'm not getting to the point of who was the clear best. But it just feels like Woody was everywhere exactly when he needed to be. He set up the game-winning play.
Yeah, compared to Sword Art, who's just kind of invisible.
Yeah, I mean, he set up the game-losing play, which was kind of the first death, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you just push R on the Maokai. It's a good game to just be pushing R on the Maokai, but I feel like he could have had just a bit more agency through the early game. Get some flash W's on there. He had some chances to go at this Twisted Fate, but Twisted Fate, much like the Rumble, just doesn't really feel like it's been answered. Are you supposed to play early game against it? Are you supposed to scale against it? Are you supposed to play Sivir top? What is the plan?
Yeah, and it's still, I think importantly, Twisted Fate kind of akin to the Udyr. It feels like only RJ is really getting the absolute most out of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like, I mean, we've seen Driver play it, and he honestly did very well. He was against a Nasus, so it's really hard to judge.
Taco had a good game too.
Yeah, it's really hard to be like, oh yeah, it's like he did well on it. He was against a Nasus. It's really
it just feels like in any given situation, Aja just does the correct thing mechanically and macro wise.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so reliable to have him in the top lane. Though Driver, I don't think this game was a top diff. I think the first pick Renekton is insane.
Yeah.
With not a single top lane ban. Just a Rumble ban from the enemy team.
Which also made the TF so easy, right? Because then they already know who the top laner is. Renekton's not randomly going to end up mid.
Yeah.
He is the top laner, and so we just got a TF without banning Jax. So we just kind of got an extra ban whilst being able to get the TF.
Yeah.
Which feels a little criminal. Especially when you're against PSG. Like, PSG are the team out of everyone that if TF's open, they are most likely to take it.
And they used them so well as well. You saw the TP bot lane by Driver to save the tier 2 into immediate 5-man play in the mid lane. All of PSG were ready for it. They were actually sieging in the top lane and then transitioned to a play in the mid lane.
Yeah, and I kind of forgot about it until just now randomly. But that macro play that CFO made of
where they just
sending
sent
4
Shun top to die.
Well, 4 people were top. And then every single one of them except Shun left.
And
then by then, RG had returned to lane with Junjia and Woody and just killed him. It was really odd.
Yeah, that was strange. It felt like they didn't get anything out of the cross map, and then they just allowed PSG to cross map themselves.
Yeah, Betty got like 20 CS and 2 plates while that happened as well. It was
Here is a 100-0 Brand in an MF ult.
I thought RJ was going to live here, by the way. Like, I didn't realize he had the Zhonya's.
Yeah, I didn't either. Oh, this was so depressing for Gory. Maple, look at Driver flash in front of Maple, by the way, to block the Q onto his stunned Tristana.
So Betty had 1 kill, he got a 2nd, that's a 3rd, and does he get the last one? I know Maple gets this.
Maple gets this.
Yeah, but there's one more person, isn't there? Oh no. Oh, he got it at the same time, I think.
Maybe.
I think all 4 of Betty's kills came in that last fight. He actually didn't interact with anyone that whole game.
Yeah, I didn't see him all game.
He was just 1v1.
He just built his items, ulted, ended the game.
Yeah, he's kind of just versing his demons in lane the whole time because everyone went top at one point.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, back to that, there was no void grubs or anything either. It
Yeah,
really
you
was
did call
just
that
a
out, yeah.
random, out of nowhere, we're going top.
And also, Aja just reads them.
Yeah.
Like a book.
Yeah, actually,
There
yeah.
was no reason for them to make that play. It made no sense.
And he just backed off.
But he was like, my team's hitting Dragon, they don't see anyone, and he just walks back to his tier 2.
Yeah, just honorable, recalls and comes back, and yeah. I don't know, like, obviously, I think credit to RJ for realizing that and playing around it, but just really weird to have made that call in the first place. Especially because your bot lane was going pretty good.
Yeah.
You have a Zeri who, I mean, I don't know if it scales better than MF, but certainly
It does.
DPS-wise, like, over the course of a team fight, should do more than an MF later on in the game. And you're just going even. You're just going completely even in that lane. The one lane that did really suck was top. Like, yeah, Driver couldn't do anything into
And
RJ.
then he kind of did okay, considering.
Yeah, I mean, he was never going to die,
got himself in a state
right?
to show up in fights.
Yeah.
But yeah, by the time they were fighting on even remotely even footing,
3 items to 1.5.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
wow. And just someone on his team would get one shot, and he's just like a croc that popped Dominus and has to walk away.
Yeah, Sword Art with 0 KP. We have seen one shocking Maokai game out of him before, so it
Yeah,
might
maybe
be
he's
time.
getting the MVP.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, it's RJ.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, none either. It could have been anyone, to be honest. I just feel like Woody kind of gets underappreciated in these games.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, that guy is...
I mean, he
think-
made the game-winning ulti.
Yeah.
Ended the game with his ulti.
I think he is probably our best support in
I
terms
agree,
of the
yeah,
split
yeah.
performance.
I agree.
I think just so consistent.
Yeah.
Their wins are often almost always you have to attribute one of the big turns of the game or the one big play of the game that leads to their win is him starting something.
Yeah, and he plays well around any one of his teammates. So I
And
think
you hear-
Driver actually doesn't get the E reset there. I don't think it ends up mattering because Sword Art just goes down. And Driver is tanking 2 people for a long time here, but we saw when this replay played previously how long it took them to just take out the Leona, Bori on the Leona. So Driver stalling for here ends up for nothing. He just goes down to Aja, who got a very fast rapid fire cannon. It feels like the game's over once Twisted Fate gets RFC.
Yeah, no, he went Kraken Slayer, and then it just like the 1v1
Straight RFC
completely
Losable.
unlosable.
Yeah.
He's just whatever, he can do whatever he wants, and then yeah, free farming 4-0 as the Twisted Fate. I mean, that, yeah, you're gonna get pretty quick second item.
Yeah,
and he gets the
never
Gwynsu's for good measure.
ghosting straight back to lane or ulting straight back to lane either. Always using his ult
Yeah.
for his team that game. Occasionally ghosting for his lane.
Yeah, and that's what, again, just makes the Renekton pick so criminal, right? Especially against PSG, as I said earlier. It's just, these guys are, if there's ever a game that can pick Twisted Fate, they are the team that
Yeah,
is
they'll pick it
almost
insta.
100% going to. There's no other team that really does it, so you do have to think and keep the Twisted Fate in your mind when going up against these guys. But 1-0 now for PSG as they try and claim first position on our standings. Once we're back, we'll see if CFO can bring it back.
旅客何淑慧，华航直飞西雅图的班机即将准备登机。
China Airlines passenger Michael Chen. Your third flight to Seattle is now ready for boarding.
华航直飞西雅图，7月14正式起航。
好想吃花雕鸡面哦，可是还在加班。
阿嬷，加班也能来碗酒香补一补哦。
就是这味道，
这碗花雕鸡面帮你补身又补心，
好满足哦。
还有麻油鸡面，赶走你疲累的寒意。要不要再来碗花雕酸菜牛肉面？暖心酒香的丰盛美味，台酒酒香经典系列。
难得皇上莅迎蒙古，臣等备好贡品向皇上进献。
好想吃哦！特此献上，此为酒香蒙古锅牛肉面，
就是这味道，浓郁的汤头为牛豚骨风味，还有孜然香，淋上5加皮料理酒，更有层次。这真是宫廷御膳顶级享受。
台酒御膳堂酒香蒙古锅牛肉面。
Said I hate to see you go, but you're always back for more. Said I hate when things move slow. You're oh so far yet so close. Oh so far yet so close. Oh so far yet so close. This is hello paradise. I can't decide. Show me the light, show me a sign. Said I hate to see you go, but you're always back for more. Said I hate when things move slow. You're oh so far yet so close.
PSG lead us 1-0 here in our final match of the night, which is essentially the extension of week 4, day number 1, but we're on week 6, and honestly, as we said before the match, this is pretty much for who is going to come out of the group at first, because they do each have one game left, but it does feel like the difference
too
between...
much catching up for Frank.
Yeah, but it's also just the difference between CFO, PSG, and the rest of the teams, out excluding Frank.
Massive, yeah.
Massive. So it feels like whoever wins this is probably just going to win their next games anyway.
Yeah, right.
And whoever wins this series should be taking home first, come out of the end of our round
especially
robin.
with both these teams already having beat Frank. So you just take them against anyone else. Yeah, pretty no-brainer that, the winner of this will be first. I am a little bit surprised that CFO took blue side. It was their original plan, so I kind of get it, but also just feels like the top lane matchup matters like a lot. Feels like it kind of just decided the previous game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was the problem being you just blind picked Renekton while TF was open.
Yeah, I wonder if they could run the draft back with a Twisted Fate ban. They'd have to drop like a Senna ban or something.
Well, they banned Vi, which I don't think you have to ban.
Vi, I think they banned Nidalee.
Yeah, they did. And it doesn't feel like Jinji's going to be picking Vi. I mean, they are really enjoying their AP junglers for the most part.
Yeah.
Excluding the Skarner, I think they've only really shown AP jungler.
Yeah, I mean, Jinji is such an insane buy. I kind of get it.
But he is also just an insane whatever he picks.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll see as we head into the draft here for game number 2. Caster definitely a quieter game for himself.
Yeah, very quiet, and Sword Art, 0% KP.
Yeah, true.
Had a very quiet game for himself. I'm ready to see him on some other support.
Loaded that guy was.
Yeah.
He was just dying.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that just happens when you're
Similar
behind.
to the Lava experience.
The difference being Lava had a little bit of health because he had more gold and that he was a jungler, whereas...
Yeah, more XP.
Yeah, it was just a very, very far behind Maokai
Almost
support.
looked like he might live Lava a couple times. Sword Art, I never even saw him dying, really. He would just go down so instantly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think they only had something like 1 or 2 kills over the course of that game.
Yeah.
I think the side of CFO. I think one was on top onto Arja, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he was deathless.
Oh,
he died at the end. The very end
he
of the
did,
game.
Yeah.
That was his first death.
And that was just gory, pretty much.
Yeah, and I thought that game would be a horror for Aja on the Twisted Fate.
No, I thought that was
against Brand, Renekton,
Yeah.
Maokai?
But you can't gank him.
Yeah, you just can't.
Yeah.
The champion is just too broken.
I think the only champs that seem like they can gank him is like Camille, but like that you have to just play the entire early game.
Yeah, you have to play Camille into
absolutely
TF, which I believe
perfectly.
we've seen.
We did.
And it did not go very well for the Camille at all.
Yeah,
I think it was Lakai.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
it was.
Jiang played it too.
Yeah, I think the problem is that you almost never can actually find that level 6 timing.
Yeah.
Just because the other team's aware of it, so they've just got their jungle up there too.
Yeah, and Aja just seems to have map hacks.
Yeah.
Anyway, positioning hacks, dodging and skill shot scripts.
The guy's a bit of a beast. He's got a shooter's arm on, you know. He's a bit of a bowler.
Right. So Zyra and Brand gone now, and yeah, CFO looked like they did opt to drop the Vi and the Senna ban.
Yep, PSG also have dropped the Lee Sin ban so far. We'll see if that continues.
Well, last time I think what happened was PSG banned the Lee Sin, and so CFO banned the Nidalee, because that was their answer to it.
Right.
This time,
I
first
like
pick
this a
Leona, I
lot
love
better.
it.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah, Leona just looks so good. Looks even better than Nautilus.
Yeah, it's just so good into the AP junglers. Admittedly, the AP junglers are kind of banned now. We'll see if Karthus has a place. I honestly think the Q nerf doesn't matter that much. The clear speed will be slower.
Yeah, but he'll still be insane. He'll still
Yeah.
do the same thing where just put your entire team on a timer in these metas where no one is picking Karthus answers like Sivir.
Yeah.
It just means you have a bunch of squishies who eat a Karthus ulti.
And speaking of the Thus... Oh, hold up. Pause, champ.
Well, yeah, the problem with locking Karthus, though, I think, is that once you lock Karthus there, you are probably staring down the barrel of a Leona Nidalee. Which, yeah, it gets completely outscaled, but...
Yeah, but I just feel
won't
like
matter anyway.
it's so hard
Sejuani.
to invade. But yeah, Sejuani is going to be the pick.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily the invades that make this Leona so broken.
No, I meant
against
the
Karthus.
Nidalee versus the Karthus.
Yeah, good luck. First clear, no hope.
Yeah.
I mean, Junjia found an just timing to go steal those Raptors.
Yeah, that was insane.
Instead, his
actually.
blue buff went and took the Raptors and then cleared as normal.
I think realizing that Sword Art went top to clear the ward just meant there's almost no way that bot side has been warded or guarded.
Yeah.
And so he just felt free to walk in there.
We're thinking about Talia. Well, CFO have locked Vi, actually.
Yeah, so
We've
Talia
been
would be
reminiscing.
mid.
Yeah, so Talia mid. Vi in
Gory,
the jungle.
throughout his career, has been a bit of a Talia Azir merchant.
Yeah, true.
So back to the Talia here for him, and has an okay matchup into the Tristana matches
Yeah,
push.
just okay.
Yeah, it's nothing good. I mean, none of the AP champs have a very good matchup. I think Syndra might be the only one that you could say it is just straight up good matchup.
Into Triss, yeah, I can't imagine Triss jumping onto a Syndra. Same deal with Talia. You don't really jump in with the Triss. We do see Triss picked into Talia, but it's more that you never get hit by the shove. And Aja finally gets to play this Kennen, apparently.
Yeah, he
We are
gets played
cooking.
again. So they did need AP somewhere. With Rumble being banned, the two options that become obvious is kind of just Kennen and Gwen.
So when you pick Kennen blind, what do you ban? I guess Cassante.
I mean, you can
Skarner,
just go
tanky
first
stuff.
strike, no?
I think it's not like the Rumble where you eventually kill them, though. You
Yeah,
never
but you don't
do
need
any
to.
damage.
You just get all your money and go to a team fight and kill everyone else.
Ezreal actually quite good against Kennen as well, so I like it. Ezreal would have a good mid matchup. It wouldn't be going mid, but
I really hope that Sword Art takes Exhaust. Reason being, there's a Kennen.
yeah, true. Always feels good. You could always play a spellbook top laner like Ornn or something.
Yeah. I think if you're a tank against Kennen, though, you're never going to die to the Kennen, but he is going to have a really good lane, and he will just go first strike. Because first strike now is not about the damage, it's just the
Money.
gold.
Yeah, they've moved the rune to be more about money, and it's even better in top lane, at least, in the situations you'd take it.
Yeah, it's kind of worse on those lethality champs, right? Like, we used
Yeah.
to see lethality Caitlyn kind of only because the first strike rune existed.
Yeah. Varus could take it as well, but now it is just top laners, it feels like. I don't think we even see it mid all that much, ranged versus melee.
Yeah, we saw... Was it?
Maybe it was a first strike way into
Tryndamere.
Yone or something. Oh god,
I think that
remember
was the
game.
first strike way into Tryndamere. That's what I'm trying to remember if it was. I think it was, and then he got solo killed a couple times.
Xayah banned away by CFO I like, because she's one of the few ADCs that can deal with Vi. You're kind of just stuck with Sivir now, PSG. I feel like I'm bringing up Sivir a lot.
Yep, Sivir
today.
Merchant,
I
low.
love that champ. It's going to be Zeri into the Vi.
Yeah, Vi kind of was one of the best champs at dealing with the Zeri.
Yeah, I guess if you pick enough threats,
Yeah.
the Vi just kills one and dies for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hard to choose who you're Vi ulting at the moment between the Tristana or the Zeri.
Yeah.
Oh, Kai'Sa.
Yeah,
I
well,
love
I was going to
this
say,
champ.
you need some follow-up on this Vi ulti right now. Right now, you're just hoping that Talia's in range for a seismic shove, which is not going to be the case.
Yeah, it can be depending on the situation, right? Like maybe there's a Weaver's Wall.
Yeah, very difficult to execute, whereas Kai'Sa is going to have a great time.
Yeah.
She's just going to push R and one-shot whoever you've targeted.
Well, I've seen people try and pick Gnar into Arja's Kennen. It has never gone well.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like a Gnar matchup. Oh my
Driver's
goodness.
Gangplank! Oh my god! Who could have forgotten? Oh, this is awesome now. All right, we're back.
Got Kennen versus Gangplank in the top lane.
Driver is... Oh my
do
god, lock it in.
Do it.
No, don't lock that in. I mean, we haven't seen it, but I don't want to see it.
I think the lane might just be too terrible. With Zillion, he is such a weak laner.
He sucks, but he would be funny to watch.
I mean, he'd make Vi miserable if he got out of lane ever.
Rakan, much more of a stable pick than
And
the
a
other
woody
ones
pick,
shown.
of course.
Yep. Okay. I don't know. Well, it might have been week 1 of last split when I was casting with Shock, but Driver picked Gangplank last split.
Did he play Gangplank last split?
He played Gangplank
He might
last
have been
split.
the only person to
And
do it.
he got a pentakill in the game he picked Gangplank.
Oh damn! I don't remember that.
Yeah, it must have been week 1 when I was casting with Shock. But yeah, he is, I think, just far and beyond our best Gangplank. No one else even picks it.
Yeah.
He is really, really good at this champ.
I remember Solar Bucka, the EU West Gangplank one trick. I think he's EU. He might
I
be
think
NA.
he's NA.
Yeah, the NA GP one trick. He's complaining about a bunch of GP bugs right now.
Oh.
So he's been saying the champion is just unplayable, but Driver disagrees. But that is one trick behavior, though.
Yeah.
Don't know how much to trust it. Slight change in one interaction, and a one trick will claim their champion is now unplayable.
True. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited to see this. Very much, both last game and this game, much different look at the meta. And obviously, these are like other than DCG, these are the two teams that would do it too.
Well, these teams don't. These teams pretty much can't play off meta because they will decide our meta.
Yeah.
Whatever works for these guys is what everyone else is going to try.
And so far, everything's been working for these guys, but at least in game number 1, looks like PSG had a better read. Once again, it's blue side here for CFO. They do get what could be a counter pick in the top lane. Not really sure about the Kennen versus Gangplank lane. It does feel like Gangplank should have a perfectly okay time.
Yeah, you hope Gangplank's fine if he's picked it into the Kennen.
Here's the Jack of all trades.
Yeah, I love that rune. Very strong. Has it on the Tristana as well.
So what will he get? He'll get a bit of attack speed, bit of lethality, bit of crit, bit of AD.
You build like a Triforce and you've got like a million stats already.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you get some crit somewhere else and some lifesteal, and yeah, you get to 5, 10 different stats really quickly.
I mean, theorize with me. Maybe the best user in the entire game would be Kayle, but Kai'Sa must be up there too.
Yeah, true. I think, honestly, any ADC just uses it well. Even if they don't build the weird stats that Kai'Sa would. ADCs just end up getting a lot of stats.
Yeah, just little bits of everything, right?
Yeah, attack speed, crit, move speed, ability, haste, lifesteal. Yeah, just a lot of random stats for ADCs. Makes it very good. Not gone for it on Betty. I think he took the triple potion. And CFO will start in bot lane much earlier and get themselves some cryo. We'll see if Karsa wants to do anything with this. A level 3 Sejuani destroys a level 3 buy, though. If you're wondering.
Oh, that was a good trade for Gory.
Yeah, Maple trades back fine, though.
Yeah, I think the problem that Taliyah has currently is this used to be a really good sort of lane for Taliyah.
Yeah.
But the problem is now is that how it used to work is that Taliyah would trade mana for Tristana's health, but with Absorb Life, as well as just, fleet footwork and everything that comes through in the lifesteal department for these AD mids is that you can't really poke them out anymore.
Yeah. It's kind of like when Silas Akali were meta, and they could just go second wind, D-shield, and just sit there.
What's the Gangplank game last year?
Yeah, looks like it.
There's
It's 300 days
ago.
Because I watched that. I watched week 1 last
okay.
split. I don't remember GP.
Okay, it was last year, early last year or whatever.
It would have been spring last year, probably.
Nah, no way it was spring, because even back then, Solo Kill was around and he was playing it.
Okay.
Solo Kill.
I mean, GP is a champ. Oh, Junjia trying to steal this blue buff. Oh, doesn't get it.
Oh my god, he got it.
Oh, who got it? Junjia or Karsa?
Yeah. Oh, Karsa got it.
Karsa got it, yeah. Very nice for Karsa. Gets a leash on his blue buff, actually. 41 HP, but
I don't know what's happening now. Maple's probably going to have to flash.
Not in range, yeah. Even for the flash Q there for Karsa, he wasn't in range.
Was close, but...
Yeah, Swordart is just here, though. And that means that Aja can't push this lane the way he would want to. The reason Junjia was, counter jungling was to protect his Kennen, who could have gotten a lot of poke.
Bro, CFO just...
Yes, you're just laning Woody against Shun right now, and Swordart is halfway across the map. We're going to see what happened mid here. Does Gory just jump on him? Or get jumped on, rather?
Maple, yeah.
Yeah, Maple jumps on Gory.
Well, I wonder if there was ever a flash
I wonder if he flash autos. Yeah, flash auto kills there, no?
Oh, it would be close. There might have been a pot put going. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It would have been close. It's probably not worth the risk of flashing him being on 1 HP and then you just dying.
You maybe get shoved or something weird. Yeah, fair. Aja having a decent time up here so far. Is going to try freeze on Driver now. So GP is a champ we used to see picked genuinely every game.
Yeah, it was before they made it so you could see how many barrels he had.
And, I mean, he would go 0-4 and still feel like he was worth picking.
Yeah, 0-4, most gold in the game by like 3k.
Yeah, just one-shotting people. And a really slept-on part of the GP. Of course, the big crit barrels are cool, but really it's his ulti that has the most impact on this hero.
Especially as you start to upgrade it.
Yeah.
What are they called? Serpent something, or is it?
The doubloons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
I forgot.
Pirate Bucks.
It's generally been that long since I've seen a game.
It's been a year since he's been picked, yeah.
Yeah, not in my mind. It was start of spring. Whoops.
No one plays this in solo queue either.
They're just psychopaths.
Egging to be tortured by a ranged top laner.
You might get away with it a bit more now. I mean, there's a lot more Mundos and things getting picked. But then there's also a lot more Zeris. Top lane's really divulging.
Oh, yeah, Zeri would be a disaster matchup for Gangplank. Because she has a double auto, right?
Yeah.
Q auto.
Same as Lucian.
Oh.
Akshan.
And this, if you've seen GP in the past, is something you'd be used to.
Yeah. What can he do? I mean, he's going to be able to orange one thing. He really should not have flashed.
Gets Shinjia's flash, I guess, but...
I mean, he gets that anyway without flashing.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, maybe a panic from Driver, who's played these ganks very well. He was subjected to a lot of this last game too. But just a lot less wiggle room on the Gangplank versus a Renekton with 2 dashes, right?
Yeah, and I think PSG as well, realizing that once Gangplank hits 6, it becomes a lot harder to execute on those dives.
Yeah, true. It kills the wave very quickly, slows you all down.
Yeah, so just pulling the trigger while he's 5. You saw Arja hit 6 during that wave, so almost certainly Driver would have as well. So just ultimately finding the perfect timing to look.
Yeah, and it doesn't really look possible for Maple to lose these trades at the moment. He is getting hit by shoves on top of the Shattered Earth from this Talia and still just winning.
Yeah, and even if he does, he just heals it all back up while Talia runs out of mana.
Yeah. So matchups looking very difficult for CFO right now, especially in the solo lanes. Karsa is 6 now, so he can make a play. Probably around his mid laner is his best bet. Sword is here mid. Ori is super low mana, though.
Doing a lot of roaming is Sword Art, but I mean, not really to any fault of his own, just yet to find any real progress from it.
Doing fine in XP anyway, so no complaints. No complaints about Sword Art.
Uh-oh, no flash on Driver. Does have Cannon Barrage.
Yeah, has ulti and oranges still.
Oh, nice sidestep, but there is 2 stuns that can come through, and as he oranges, immediately gets stunned up by that permafrost, and is just going to be taken out again.
Yeah, barely goes down there. I think the very last cannon auto got him, but they had flashes to follow up anyway. And Sejuani ult just wasn't used either. Nice cross map by CFO though. It's just they might find themselves down a member later into this game.
I'm assuming that ult went top.
Yeah, probably a kill wave.
Yeah, nice knockup from Woody.
And the top lane items are very depressing. So much more stats on this cannon. And GP is essentially just a stat check champion. As he gets items, he'll just stand there, right-click you, and Q you. But as a Driver is a very, very long way from doing that right now.
Yeah, name of the game really for Driver now is just to get as much CS as you can, as many last hits with your Q and barreling and queuing and for that extra gold. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to be quite far behind for quite a long time. Comes
here we go.
Nice engage, yeah. Betty does manage to get away, and they're slow as well.
How is there not a kill? Betty holds his flash and
hold
ulti,
up,
by the
there
way.
might still be a kill yet. Gory goes a little bit too far, though, as Ginger is here to lock him up. Permafrost can't be slowed. He's just dipping and diving, and Maple's here now. Karsa, no ultimate. This is a very, very dead Vi. Down he goes. Betty as well as living. Woody, too, on the most minuscule amount of HP. Gory, I mean, everything just went from bad to worse. Betty, though, so smart. He gets away from that as...
How has that happened? How has that happened? Looks like Kennen was proxying and just killed the GP while this was all happening. I cannot believe CFO don't get a kill there. I don't know what happened. It must have been some insane peel from Woody to save Betty there. Betty doesn't even flash, by the way.
I mean, Betty's so smart to go back to his tower knowing that Talia's roaming.
Yeah. So he's already running for his life here.
Wait, there's a fight live. There's a fight on live. Sword Art's dead. All right.
Oh, Woody blocked the Kai'Sa W.
Wow.
Yeah, otherwise he's 100% dead.
We've got a 150 HP and a 350 HP champ bot.
Yeah, but I mean, Gory is somehow out of position here, I guess, once Maple gets here. Yeah, Junjie just completely clowning on him, right? Just dodging every spell and then ulting him.
Oh, wow.
And then Woody just gets away on 1 HP. Yeah, I mean, Gory never lives.
Let's see if we get a replay. I don't know what happened, but Woody...
Oh, he's just trying to recall. And Aja, again, is just psychic, so he knows exactly where every member of the enemy team is at all times.
Oh, even quits the flash. I mean, it doesn't feel like he's going to need his flash until he decides to fight.
Yeah. Can just wait for his next, like, ulti flash TP situation and guarantee a dragon, pretty much. It's not quite Corki package of old, but very strong as the cannon with flash.
Yeah, honestly, at this stage of the game, it's probably stronger than Corki package of old.
Maybe.
Like, if you find 3 people in there...
You just flash on Gory, he's insta-dead.
Okay. Maple, nice channeling of that rocket jump, and Gory walking into the explosive.
I worry about this cannon in team fights, just because he's not got any follow-up, right? He doesn't actually 100-0 the Talia, and he's got no follow-up, so he might just be disengaging. Betty...
Oh my god, Betty! Oh my god, Betty! Stop!
And now Shun's dead too.
Yeah, I mean, what does he have? He has his killer instinct, but is that enough? Maybe. Yeah. Oh! He gets gifted a way out. There is also a gangplank ult going off somewhere.
Oh, does he die? No. Okay.
This
wow.
game
Gory's
is
coming.
divulging. Oh!
Another
Gory.
Kai'Sa W blocked by Woody there.
He's almost got his Weaver's Wall.
Oh god. Betty has just played this game immaculately. Same with Woody.
What a driver ult.
I have no idea.
I
Maybe
feel like
wave.
he could have ulted bot.
Maybe just the wave.
Point.
Yeah, Betty's 1 HP. I think he's just been ulting top waves and still losing his tower at 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah, this is rough. I mean,
And
6
both-
void grubs. I think this just burns, by the way. I think, yeah.
Nice, 700 gold for the cannon now. Both teams brought everyone top as well in the early game. It's just somehow it paid off so much better for PSG. As Betty
let's see
finds
what
himself
happened.
1v3 here, but the TP to bail him out immediately goes on Karsa. Backstep on the Leona, flashes forward. I think he meant to flash the Kai'Sa W, but all right, we'll allow it. Shun, I cannot believe he lives here, actually.
Yeah, he gets
but
hospitaled out of there.
Maple canceled an auto there, actually. That's the difference.
Oh, back to live. We've got another fight. Another fight.
Yeah, it looks like...
Get us to live. Betty's killed someone. Sword Art's dead. Karsa is going to be able to get away from the play with his Vault Breaker, but it is just another kill. 0-9 is the score, and it's a 6k gold lead. 7 now for PSG.
Yeah, they're just winning every part of the map, or PSG.
Winning, I think that's the understatement of a century. This is an absolute destruction.
Yeah, shellacking even.
Yeah, it is a shellacking. Possibly looking for a win at Worlds, because they just happen to be the greatest team of all time.
And currently, Sword Art is staring down the barrel of an entire best-of-3 without a KP.
Oh, yeah, true.
Right, he just finds himself in the middle of 4 people here. It does just go down for free, but luckily for CFO, it is just impossible to chase Talia through this choke once the Shattered Earth goes down.
Yeah, there's not many games where it sucks this bad to be a Vi.
Yeah.
You are actually just ulting in to die. We're also at a stage of a game where Alkennen is so confident that he is going second item Rabadons.
Jesus. Okay, I take back what I was saying about this cannon. He does not need follow-up. Oh, here's the engage.
Woody comes in. Yeah, we're finding Gory. Gory does have flash, not able to get away. Should just be going down now to Maple.
Meanwhile, Driver's just died. Lost his flash, not been flashed on. Maybe trying to bait for his jungler there.
Oh, Karsa's here. No ult for
Does he
Archer. I don't know who
I think
wins.
Vi should win.
Okay. I don't think Karsa was so sure he wins either.
Yeah. Oh, here's the top play. It's just a rocket belt into a completely...
Oh, and the flash. Oh, no.
Oh, nice snipe. Karso is almost there as well. Oh, that's depressing. What a depressing game for Driver and
All right,
everyone.
Gory's here. Will we get our first kill?
It's alone. Nope.
We did not use Scattered Earth.
Oh, strange W usage from Maple, but he gets out. You can always just hold the Tristana W to buffer the Talia shove. So a little bit risky for Maple, but he makes enough distance anyway. Proc's fleet footwork jumps away. Karsa does upgrade his jungle item first. Small victory.
All right, can Woody 1v1 Karsa?
He sure can try.
He's sure not worried about dying to him.
He's completely alone, by the way. No one's even coming.
Oh yeah, Gold is telling a story. Woody only 600 gold behind Gangplank.
Aja has just been diving the sky between his towers the entire game, and he doesn't even have the most gold.
Yeah, since Aja last killed Driver, he has not yet recalled.
Yeah, surely has Rabadons. Or he's out.
Okay, that was scary. Even more scary if you were Karsa. Flashes away. Maybe able to get out. It's actually finding a lot of damage back. Maybe even a kill onto Ginger yet. No, the flash is enough to get away. Maple's tanking the tower. Maple's absolutely dead. So they do get one back. Finally able to get a kill on the board. It's Gory picking that one up.
Yeah, can't blame Karsa for going in there, even if he can get just a 1-for-1. Turns out it's a 2-for-1.
Yeah,
but
big
these
shutdown.
shutdowns are massive, yeah. So he gets a shutdown for his team.
All right, everyone now top alert. There is a Kennen with a Rabadons.
Yeah. That is horrifying. My GP has a sheen.
Are we going to get to see RJ actually team fight? Because right now it seems like the game's going to end.
Before a team fight happens.
Yeah.
PSG are a little slow on these dragons, with CFO picking up one earlier.
Yeah, did use that fantastic... This all, by the way, stemmed off PSG just finding the most immaculate timing on a dive onto Driver.
Yeah, and it's similar to what they did last game to Shun. Both teams have the numbers top lane. PSG just a little bit more patient. Find a window to break the game open with a dive. And also credit to PSG's bot lane completely outplaying the cross maps the entire game.
Yeah.
Rift Herald mid now isn't even going to need to charge for the first tower.
Yeah, I mean, does someone just get in it and take it for a drive? Surely, Ginger.
I think
surely.
Maybe just get a dive off. No? Okay.
Oh, there we go. Oh, God. All right. He's out.
Okay, we're doing a little bit of happy gaming there as PSG, I think. They will turn their attention to top side, surprisingly, with Dragon up in a minute.
I really want to see Arjun in a team fight.
Yeah, me too.
Health bars are going to get shredded.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to stop him.
I mean, we're talking about Arja, but Maple just already at 2 items.
Yeah.
Not even 20 minutes in.
And there's just never going to be a point in this game where Talia is stronger than Trist now.
Yeah, you'd have to have one of the most perfect team fights of all time.
Yeah, you can on the Talia, right? If you land 1,000,000 shoves, you're the best champ ever, right? But
yeah.
You're assuming against PSG, they're going to not be getting 2-man shoved all that often. Shiobo now finished for Betty. I really like that.
I mean, it makes it safe.
It's just tanky. It's
yeah,
just tanky. You're so ahead, just build tank stats.
Yeah, they have to target one person to pray for a single kill, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, how sad does it feel? You imagine you're in solo queue and you're Shun and you just press tab.
Gory is queuing the wrong way.
Yeah. Cirrus Pox actually flashes.
Into a Sejuani. Yep. Maple is just going to continue doing this in the side lane any chance he gets against Gory.
Yeah, definitely a lot of frustration. I feel bad for CFO. One thing goes wrong and, PSG just take over.
Yeah.
And it must be said that if the roles were reversed, if PSG made a mistake early and CFO...
Yeah, that would look exactly the same.
Exactly the same position.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, Driver is not going to be living. He does at least get off his ult and a lot tankier than...
Yeah, pretty tanky. He gets a bunch of the wave. But yeah, it's not going to stop this tier 2 going down, probably. Especially if his team can pressure tier 2 mid as well. Looks like they're just going to go for Dragon. Which does actually give CFO an opportunity to go for this Kennen, though it's not Woody watching him. And that is another 700 gold tower for this Kennen.
Yeah, we are 19 minutes in, currently sit at a almost 11k gold lead. Yeah, there's not a lot of gold leads that I'm just willing to say there is no way back, but I think this one.
This is one of them, yeah.
Yeah, this is...
Just with the comp you have on CFO, I don't know what would have to happen.
I mean, Shun would have to pick up every single shutdown in one singular team fight and still perform out of his mind.
Yeah, going forward as well, yeah. Arsa engaged now.
Yeah, Woody's going to be engaged on. Dodges out of that solar flare. I mean, just everything going about as wrong as possible.
Yeah. Cannot catch a break so far, CFO. Will contest this Baron, though, I assume. Kind of just have to. Don't have anything you're really waiting for if you're CFO.
Yeah, PSG are just waiting for Slicing Maelstrom to be back up.
Yeah, Flash TP available for this cannon. Ulti soon, so it's going to be an absolute terror.
Ginger, he's being locked up. Not a whole lot of damage, though, is the problem, as Sword Art's going to have to flash on out of there.
Yep, Junjia just is Sejuani, unfortunately, for CFO. Sejuani in the 10k gold lead game. Everyone's going to warm up by Woody.
Oh, he misses. He misses the engage, but he's able to eventually find his way onto Gory, and it's going to be... Oh, here it comes! Argent! No, the Seraphs is going to keep Gory alive still, and Shun, some way, somehow, is still deathless in this absolute stomp of a best of 3. But PSG, they're cleanly going to be able to take up 2. Low health bars do exist here, but the Baron should be pretty incontroversial.
No GP ult. GP, no TP either, so that is just a free dragon now for PSG.
I mean, Shun lives, but Shun actually just cannot auto.
Yeah, he can't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just too fed on PSG. Kai'Sa's such a short-range carry.
Oh, who's this? Oh, it's Maple, I think. Okay.
Oh, no. They're both dead.
Oh, God.
He maybe doesn't chase Sword Art because he's not sure where his team is.
No, he does.
Yeah. No.
He's jumped 3 times now. Sword Art's in hysterics in his player cam. He's all right. He's having a good time.
Yeah, Maple's also having a laugh. Former teammates, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think PSG getting the better of this one.
Yeah,
oh,
nice flash.
Well.
Yeah, PSG have places to be, I think.
Yep. Possibly going to eat noodles, I believe, is ramen.
Is that the post-match
celebration?
Yeah.
When they had that highlight thing between CFO PSG last split.
Yeah.
Oh, Aja comes in. Slicing Maelstrom is only really finding Sword Art. It's not doing all that much damage. Be careful, PSG. You might give Sword Art his first kill of the series. No, you will not. Down will go that Nexus. It's 22 minutes. An absolute shellacking. Probably the biggest stomp of the split.
I am willing to bet that's the hardest CFO I've ever been stomped.
Yeah. Almost certainly.
17 kills to 1. Probably more by the end.
Probably in their entire Orcs history.
Yeah.
That was probably the most stomped they've ever been.
Yeah, including international competition, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Big worry for me this series of all of CFO was just Sword Art.
Yeah.
Just kind of looked disconnected from his team, out of position a bit, and when he was making plays, no one was following up. It just looked a little disconnected.
Driver as well. I mean, he's not going to be too happy with that last one in particular. I mean,
yeah, when you counter pick and go 0-5.
Yeah, Renekton game. Yeah, that happens. You blind picked the Renekton and kind of just got out drafted. Second game, you had your choice of matchup into the Kennen. You saw it going into the second phase. You picked the Gangplank. It's never going to be easy early game. Just range versus melee.
Yeah, because it's Gangplank as well.
Yeah.
He's not the greatest laner.
I mean, credit to PSG. Again, they found the perfect time to look for that top dive. Look for it, found it, executed it perfectly. Driver used his flash where he probably didn't have to.
Yeah.
Which led to him dying more and more often after again. So, yeah, I don't know. PSG. It's okay, I guess, if you're a CFO fan. This team, PSG, did just come back from an MSI where they almost took down BLG in a 5-game series.
Yeah.
Almost had it.
Yeah, obviously a good team. If you're going to lose to someone in the PCS, make it PSG. I think you would have wanted a much better look this game if you're CFO, though. That was not promising at all.
If you're going to have a bad look,
it should be also against PSG.
At least it should be against the team that it's like, it's not too bad if you lose to them. Like, you're still probably coming second now.
Yeah.
and you were either coming first or second. You have a bad look against PSG. It's like, well, even if I had a good look against them, there's a good chance we would have lost.
Still lose, yeah, even if at your best. And I don't think we saw CFO at their best.
Definitely not.
At all today. Really only Shun.
Yeah, I mean, what could Shun do? Shun kind of just
played as well as he could. First game, he got caught out in that 4-man dive top.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that wasn't just exclusively his call. I'm sure there were a lot of shenanigans in the comms. And Karsa also just very quiet.
Yeah, I mean, game 2.
Made a very good play on bot lane that just didn't work. They just got outplayed.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, as the Vi, he's committed everything onto Betty.
Yeah.
And Betty somehow lives.
Yeah.
And again, it's just, I mean, great play from PSG to have survived that, to have navigated it. And Betty as well to have the wherewithal, really, to get out of that on such a low amount of HP. And then instead of walking to somewhere safe to get back.
Safe where he would have died to Talia.
Yeah. He realizes Talia's off the map, walks back to his tower. So Gory just sort of ults into the middle of no man's land, right where Jinjira is standing in his face. And it kind of turns that entire play on its head. At which point it was just, our top lane's dominating, and now our bot lane is just as strong and kind of led the game. Yeah,
always poorly. While something insane is happening bot, there's just an ally has been slain happening in the top lane. Just GP goes down for the 5th or 6th time. Just 1v1 to this cannon. Some very weird deaths from Driver too, like recalling in the bush between his turrets. His lane is doomed at that point, but still, just a weird death. And this is the play we were talking about. Betty should just always die here. I cannot believe he doesn't. Insanely well played by Woody to land a 3-man knock up there and block all the spells he could for his ADC. And then Jinjia just gets onto Corey and beats his head in.
Look at him just dodging.
Yeah, dodges everything. Leona E, the shove. And then you're just dead. Now if you're CFO, it's too rough now.
The best time of your life if you're playing Tristana.
If you're Maple, you just get to roam late. Push your wave and show up bot lane for a double.
You get there after your laner, and it's just like, wow, everyone's 1 HP.
Oh, and what do you know? Zeri needs to back. I'll catch this wave. Bot lane as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Well, I mean, damage does tell pretty much everything in that game. Gory honestly played perfectly fine. That one play that we just watched, it was like not really his fault. Like, it's a 50-50. He either goes back to his tower or he goes to where most people would have gone. Unfortunately gets it wrong, but then from that point on, you're playing Talia in the most unplayable game of all time.
Yeah, had 100% KP.
Yeah.
Kind of when something happened, Gory was there. Yeah, so did Driver.
I think they had 1 kill. I think their team did.
Yeah, I think Driver just GP ulted, I guess.
Oh, yeah, MVP for that game. Betty. That one play alone is insane. Well, maybe Woody. No, give it to Woody. Yeah, give it to Woody. That guy. Oh, he did miss that engage at the end, though.
Well, he missed it, but the flank was so good that he ended up actually finding 2 people anyway.
All right, Woody gets
Woody.
it.
I like it.
Me too. I like Woody.
Probably support gap was the biggest gap. Oh, top. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about top lane.
Yeah, for that game, top was the biggest gap.
But there was also a significant support gap this game.
For the entire series. I think the overall series support was the biggest gap.
Karsa didn't get AKP.
Sword Art, sorry.
Yeah. Sword Art didn't get an assist or kill over 2 games.
Yeah. Which, a player of his caliber is very, very unusual.
Yeah. Here is one nice flank from Woody. He finds Sword Art and Gory immediately. And with the Shattered Earth down for Gory, he's just dead for free here. And I think they find Sword Art too. No, Sword Art looks like he gets away.
Yeah, okay, he does.
Loses his flash.
Oh, no 2.
Yeah, just 1 replay for Woody.
Yeah.
Thought they'd get the point across.
Yeah. I mean, it was just a well-played series.
Yeah.
PSG now, I mean, they have 1 series left, I believe, until we close out our first round robin. And after that game, I don't have any questions. I'm pretty certain they're coming first here for at least the first round robin. Of course, we will get to see PSG against CFO and PSG against Frank, and also Frank against CFO again, which is always, you got to be excited for it. Because if you cast your mind back to last split, it was CFO who beat PSG 2-0.
Yeah.
To then the next time they met, it was actually PSG who won 2-1. So it's not, the end for CFO, but we are going to go to an interview now, RJ and Patty. So we'll see you very shortly.
欢迎来到今天的赛后采访。我们邀请到的是 PSG 的上路选手阿志，请阿志先跟大家打声招呼吧。
Hello， 大家好，我是 PSG 上路阿志。
So you guys were able to win against CFO today with a 2-0. It was kind of one-sided, and it is a very anticipated game for all our audiences. How do you feel after today's game? 今天你们以2-0的姿态，蛮顺利的赢下了 CFO， 也是大家非常期待的一个对局。你赢下来之后心情如何？
能以2-0赢的话就是很开心嘛，因为没有想到。
I didn't actually expect to win with a 2-0, so I'm very happy about winning that today with a 2-0. So actually, CFO is a very strong team in our region. Do you guys do any special preparation before the game against them? 其实 CFO 在我们的赛区是一个非常强的队伍。你们在对上他们之前有没有做什么特殊的训练，或是特别的战略考量？
对上他们的话，其实就是做好我们前期吧。前期因为特别重要吧，只要哪一边能拿到巨大优势的话，基本上游戏就会整个导向那一边。
So against CFO, I guess we need to be very aggressive and very good in the early game. If we get a lot of advantage in the early game, we'll be able to win and snowball our advantage and win the game easily against them. So actually, in the first game today, your opponent chose Renekton against your Twisted Fate. And in this patch, actually, Renekton is more OP and stronger than Twisted Fate in terms of the patch. But you were able to win MVP, and you were able to perform very well with your Twisted Fate. I want to ask you how you were able to do that. 所以今天在第一局的时候，其实你的对手选了雷尼克顿这只角色，你自己只是选择匿命这只角色。但在这个版本呢，其实雷尼克顿相较于匿命会比较强势一点，但你仍然拿下了 MVP， 然后也打得非常好。想问一下你自己是怎么做到的？
因为匿命打雷尼克顿的话，这对局的话，我是玩比较多的，然后我本身也是很有自信，所以就这样选。
So I'm very confident to play Renekton against Twisted Fate, and played a lot of those games and practiced a lot, so I'm not worried about it today. I'm very prepared for today's matchup on the top lane. So in the next game, if you guys won against HPS, you'll be going to the second half of the season as the first place. Looking back on the first half of the season, how do you rate your own performance and your team's performance? 所以在下一个比赛，如果你们打赢了 HPS 的话，你们将会以第一名的姿态进入到下半季的比赛。那回想一下你自己在上半季的比赛，你有什么评价吗？或者你们队伍的评价？你觉得你们自己表现怎么样？
我觉得队伍整体表现的话，就是变得更好了吧，就是更稳定了，然后稳定发挥吧，就是对我们来说就是现在最重要的。
But I think the most important thing for us is to be more steady. And we did that. We were able to do that in the first half of the season. So for the next season, we'll still try to be more steady and win all the games that we're going to play. Thank you so much for the interview and congratulations for your win. 再次恭喜你们获得今天的比赛。我们把镜头转回主播台。
So they want to be more steady, which is crazy considering they've lost exactly one game in any of the series, and it was against Frank. Yeah, there we go.
If they're talking about regular season spring split, last split, I get it. They were very inconsistent last split.
Yeah.
But what's terrifying about PSG is it seems like they are actually improving.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is insane because they're our best team.
They are. I think the reason why it's good to see is because you know that the PCS teams have the opportunity to scrim against, the Chinese, the Korean, Japanese teams, Vietnamese teams as well, which means that they actually have the opportunity to learn from teams outside of the PCS region.
Yeah.
And it means that they are probably getting recognized now more internationally as a team that's really good.
And that you have to take seriously, especially after that best of 5 against PLG.
Exactly, yeah. So I think it's a really good showing, not only for PSG, but if they're getting better practice and they're getting better, it's just going to raise the strength of the entire region.
Yeah, now Frank and CFO need to level up.
Yeah, exactly. Frank, I mean, they always seem like they're leveling up. They were able to take a game against PSG, but our standings now are fairly set in stone. CFO do have one more game. Frank do have one more game. There's a chance for a tie there. Frank and DCG are also tied on at least the win-loss. One game differential is all that separates them.
Yeah, there's actually some potential for tiebreakers.
West Point as well. They beat J-Team today, and they are only one game differential behind them. The Halpigs, they still have 2 games, so even chance for upsets still. Halpigs versus West Point, as I was just talking about them, will be coming up tomorrow, followed by J-Team versus CFO. So both of those teams did pick up a loss today. One of them is going to be able to pick up a win tomorrow.
Yeah, you have to go with CFO. Just over class. They didn't have a great showing today. But yeah, you just have to go with CFO just based on the names on the team, right?
Off normal performance as well.
Yeah.
I think today was a surprisingly poor performance out of them.
Yeah.
It's not something you'd expect. And
I like that they're willing during the regular season because it feels like they're secure top 3. I like that they're willing to just, play a Gangplank game.
Yeah, true.
See how it does into the cannon.
True, I do. Yeah, things like that do have their position, right? Because if it works out, then wow. Now people have to be worried about picking Cannon, or do we have to be worried about just Driver picking Gangplank against other things? You know, he's obviously prepared it. Yeah. It didn't work out on this occasion. It's something that I know Driver can make work out, so it's good to see they're trying these things. Also worth noting, again, that Hong Q is one of their subs now, that he is of age to play in the PCS.
Yeah,
and they also still have Rest, who is yet to play a game on stage this split.
Yeah,
one of
surprising.
The top 3 top laners, and he hasn't seen a single game.
Yeah, because I like Driver, but I wouldn't put him that far over Rest that you'd never play Rest.
Yeah. It feels more like it should be one of those Jimmy and Pretender situations from last split, but haven't yet seen Rest. Maybe we will in the future, but we have seen today's games. Finally, we finished Week 4, Day 1. It was West Point who pick up their first series win, and PSG who all but cement themselves as coming out first after our round robin. Thank you so much for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Didn't wanna say goodbye. Now we're running out of time. Before we put this all behind, let's go again. We feel so alive.